everybody. I am your androgynous AI game show host from the future, Caster, and it is time once again for some more Pokemon Black, White, Nuzlocke with my great friend. Oh, they're not here. No. It's let's see. I'll check my inventory, and it looks like Raffi's evolving.
Patreon.com/WillYule.
Raffi evolved into Hot Raffi. Please welcome to the stage, Hot Raffi.
Howdy, everybody. How's it hootin'? I feel better than ever. Now that I took that dusk stone out of Caster's pocket, I feel incredible.
I didn't know it was Hot Raffi at the end. That was in the text. Very good. I am a fan. Very good. I hope everybody is doing well this evening. Hi, Crying Cryptid. I'm glad that you are dead and the stream has already just started.
Indeed. Good to have perished.
So, we're back in the saddle. We're back in the town of terror. You know, the country of broken dreams. To desperately crawl and fight for survival once again. Oh my gosh. We did quite well last time. Oh, I should probably post the rules. Yeah, there we go. For those who do not know, the rules of a Pokemon Soul Link Nuzlocke. You're probably familiar with a Nuzlocke already. The base idea of if the Pokemon dies during play, if the Pokemon faints during play, it's dead and will not be able to return. We have some additional rules on top of that because it's not just me playing, Raffi is playing alongside. We are playing in unison. So whenever we reach a new area, if I catch a Pokemon, Raffi also has to catch a Pokemon, otherwise neither of us do.
We get nothing.
Likewise, if one of us has a Pokemon faint in battle, those two Pokemon that are caught together die at the same time, for they are soul linked. They're even named together. We are allowed to use items. Otherwise, this would be absolutely fucking miserable. A complete impossible nightmare. But we are using set types of battles, so when we KO a Pokemon, we do not get to switch out to a new one before they send one in. And this is the fourth timeline of our experience trying to survive in such a fashion.
Is the run. There's other timelines were doomed from the start, but this time we have the Foresight, we have the Infinity Stones, we have Jupiter in proper alignment.
We should probably go over...
Oh, and we don't have Oshawott.
Yes, we don't have Oshawott anymore. Oshawott is great. Love Oshawott. However, the Pansear that I was forced to obtain was so bad. So aggressively useless. And also having to fight Snivy later down the line when it has a bunch of stall chip damage tactics was actually really dangerous. So we've had to do a little bit of switching out on my side of things to make things a little easier for myself. Because, oh gosh, it felt like I was playing hard mode at some points.
Your luck was also just consistently ruder than mine, so...
This is true.
Now, I feel like so far you have had the better luck this run.
Yes, this is true. I think you had a much harder time with the first gym leader than me.
Yes. No crits for me. And remind me, I think, if I recall correctly, we are about to go into a cave.
Yes, we're about to go make our way over to a cave, fight a bunch of Team Plasma grunts, one of which has a bide pat rat, so watch out for that shit, lads.
Also, of equal or perhaps greater importance, we are going to try to acquire a Roggenrola. Because that little sucker has defense out the ass, and we need it desperately for gym number 2.
Yes, solid defense. While in a different circumstance, getting Woobat wouldn't be awful because the flying and psychic damage isn't useless, it's just a little squishy. We already have a flying damage user in Cattonzilla, which I've switched to our team screen because I want to kind of go over some of the names of the various Pokemon that we've obtained.
Yeah, let's do it.
We have Verhoots, the Snivy / Tepig, who we caught as our starter. We also have Fergayas, the Panpour / Pansage, not Fergay ass. If this was a hashtag on Twitter, we might be in trouble. But
we would be clowned on a little bit.
What was it like? The Pokemon gacha game, Pokemon like Masters something or other, and
Pokemon Masters EX. The hashtag put all that together in one line and
just get Pokemon Master Sex. And to be honest, that is probably one of the main draws to that game, with the outfits that they put some of those gym leaders in.
Leon in that absolute himbo
with the like kidney windows in that skin tight outfit is definitely something. Anyway, we also have hashtag Pups Gang, the Pat Rat / Lillipup. Pups Gang.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Pups Gang and I believe Number Howl.
Yes.
Are essentially
Number Howl, the mirrors of each other.
Yes. Where my Pups Gang is a Lillipup, yours is a Pat Rat, and vice versa, which means that we can essentially, if one of them dies, then it just means the other one lost a crappy Pokemon.
We have redundancy, which is so good. So good. Love to have redundant. The thing is that the amusing thing about how little that would matter in most of the other Pokemon runs, but because you're given so few opportunities to obtain new Pokemon in curve with the difficulty spike of this game, having redundancy is actually a blessing. We also have Nitro Hot, the Ordino. Maybe, so far it has not managed to pull the same kind of weight as Big Cutie from the previous timeline. But it's nice to have an HP sponge somewhere in the listing.
Okay, I think...
Oh, and last but not least, we have Cattonzilla, the Pidove.
Yes, Cattonzilla. Interesting seeing the... yes, you caught Cattonzilla in a heal ball.
I was like, I'll use it straight away, and then I immediately went back to the Pokemon Center to heal. Oh, just to check, did your Lillipup not evolve into Herdia? Have I just been, like, wrecking face so firmly?
Is 14, but my Verhoots is 15.
Ah.
So I'm going to see if I can get them both to ding pretty soon, but I really want to get Verhoots to pop that soon. I actually... Oh yeah, if we're fighting the silly Pat Rats in the cave, then I think definitely going with Lillipup first for the flinch chance is solid.
There's also an extra an extra trainer sitting in the grass here. That's probably worth fighting first.
Okay. Yeah, I'm up for that. Let's give that
I guess it's just trying to get additional levels on Verhoots. The fact that I have a level 16 is wildly off curve from everybody else, but it does give me a reasonable panic button for a while.
And I believe that this trainer has a Pidove, so Verhoots might be a dangerous pick for you. Okay, first one is a Pat Rat. Okay.
Oh, with 3 Pokemon.
An important question for you. Would you pat a rat?
Oh, yeah. Rats are actually pretty cute. We have a mutual friend of ours who is a big fan of rats. And I genuinely, just getting to know Joe has definitely made me more enthusiastic about rats. I'm not super great with animals as a whole. But I'm like, oh no, rats are pretty great actually. They are a-okay.
Of course, you say this, and I'm like, yeah, I totally agree. And then this Pat Rat uses Bide after, like, right before I bite it to leaving it with like 20% of its HP. I'm gonna bite it again to go for the kill because I am afraid of what could survive.
Godspeed on not hitting those low damage rolls. I believe in you.
Okay, yeah, it got that bite. This rat has been.
Crying Krypton says friggin' bide. They know.
It is a terror.
It is a terror.
Okay, let's see.
Gosh, the fact that I think across runs we have lost at least 3 Pokemon to Bide across previous timelines.
I could believe it if someone said that half of our deaths had been to Bide. I could believe that.
I think a decent chunk for me have been like flinch hacks on bites and getting into heal loops. I think have been the 2 big walls for me. But
okay, and closing this out with a Pidove.
I
really want to call it a Pidove. I know that's
oh yeah, so it's supposed to be pigeon, but I think yeah. Hey, Veduwu99, thank you for joining us. Hi, hello.
Hey, Veduwu.
I have recently remembered before the stream started to actually lax the commenting controls so new people can actually chat without having to wait 50 years.
Oh man. Do you remember the first time we did this cave and you used a repel to try to get a Drillbur and you got instead the highly improbable chance of getting a normal gem?
Yeah, I just got gems twice, which was not ideal. Not ideal. They ask, have I played Blaze Black 2? I am aware of Blaze Black being one of the fan hacks of Black 2, but I've actually never played a Pokemon ROM hack before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just never come up. All of the times where I've played Pokemon, aside from this specific instance, has been on real hardware.
Oh man, there's some ROM hacks that I think are really solid. There's one that I played, it was a Gen 3 hack, I think. But it was basically recreating Crystal, just with a better level curve to it and whatnot, and some added content. And I played it through, and I didn't. You doing okay over there?
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
I was winning the damage race. I wasn't really kind of like in danger of that, but I was like, this is taking a while. Oh god, they're all
I'm ready to just
Pidovs.
go into the cave if you want.
I'm gonna go heal first,
Pokemon
but
said no.
no, Wild Pokemon said, "Shut up, fight me."
But all this is to say that it's one of those. I've had this happen with a couple other games where, like, I'll play a different version from vanilla of the game for my first run, and I will go like, "Oh man, I really liked this section. That's so cool. They included that." And I find out that one of my favorite things was added in.
I see what you mean. You can try Soul Link in Blaze Black, but it's fine. I mean, Soul Link is already really difficult in regular Black. I think this is the first time you've seen us play this, but this is our 4th attempt. We managed to get to... We beat the 3rd gym leader and then died on our way to the 4th in our previous attempt. This has been a hard time. Neither of us had played Black or White in several years. So some of the finer details of what the game threw at us was not something we were aware of, which I think is also a factor of being caught by surprise by certain things and that taking us out. So, hey Tom, good evening.
Hey, Tom.
I hope you're doing well. How is painting going? Because you've been quite hard at work at finishing minis this week, so I've been hearing, which is very bold of you. I had a very quiet day at work today, so I was actually getting a lot of scatter terrain scenery finished during my work hours today. Shh, don't tell my boss. A fun idea. Been dragged in League of Legends. When our Soul Link is done... Well, you're already offering a very bold proposition, Vedui99, assuming that I will ever be good enough at video games to complete the Soul Link. But,
get there. We may be rattling arcanes in our retirement homes, but we will... Well,
I mean, this is supposed to be the genre of video game that I'm good at, and I'm still kind of like,
I mean... technically we finished several Soul Links, just...
Yeah, just with the bad end. Oh, Pokemon Showdown. And I will remember to call you Ved. No worries. Rafi, you're pretty familiar with Pokemon Showdown.
Oh, to a degree. I wouldn't say I'm familiar enough with the program, but I would not call myself the ultimate super super university level Pokemon battler. I am
super graduate level Pokemon battler. Danganronpa 4.
God. Yeah, I am generally more of a fan of being like, oh, what's some doubles cheese I can get into, rather than being like, okay, I'm going to create the optimal construction here. I'm going to use Landorus T.
Oh, look at me, like, immediately cool-shotting that opened bide, though, and getting 2 free growths in. Die.
I can't believe you would say that now, because I was going to propose that if we got to, the point where both of us cleared the championship.
I mean, it would be very scrappy, I think. I think it would just be a lot of wild flailing, but I would give it a whirl.
Wait, wild flailing? What are you talking about?
There is something, because we obviously don't have the ability to do stuff like breeding or specific EV spreads. We kind of dealt with the hand that there are certain crafted things that make a crafted team, and our teams are coupled together with spit and luck. Reading the mind of the opponent, definitely a thing we can do. But
oh yeah, I mean that's where the fun is.
Yomi.
What are you talking
I just
about? Anything.
We just it's just more that we show up to the function, having essentially gone thrift shopping for our Pokemon teams, and been like, well. This superior is a little wonky, but we'll still use it.
I think you may be overestimating the required competency of a team in order to have fun with it. The important thing is that we are going to theoretically be on equal footing.
True.
Okay, let's bite some rats, kids.
Double pat rat, huh? Do both of these no bide. This is a danger.
Okay, well, neither of them seem to have used Bide on my end.
I don't think I've seen them use Bide in previous timelines, but I am still concerned. Oh, okay, we're both setting up. All right. Oh, you're both picking on me. I understand. You understand who the real threat is here. Although Tepig, yeah, don't defense curl again. Thank you.
Okay, hashtag Pups Gang is at level 16.
Landorus is S tier. Is that true?
I mean, yeah, well, okay. There's Landorus, which I think, just like Landorus in its incarnate form, which is the form that you find in him by default, is Uber's. But Lando...
Therian form, I think, is their other...
Yeah, Therian form is OU, and it is like just a staple of the metagame because of how much it can... Yeah, Lando T is just a staple of OU Pokemon in many generations just because of all the roles it can fit.
Does this mean that you're a fan of competitive battling, Ved? I've never really involved myself with that, really. So it's always kind of interesting to me. I've never really, like, watched competitions of it. I maybe might. You know, among like I would do like a friend tournament. That seems like fun. I once watched like a different group of VTubers do a tournament in Sword and Shield, and unfortunately one of the commentators was very prone to screaming, so I couldn't stay for very long. That is my weakness. If a content creator actively screams into a microphone, I have to backflip out of there. But the idea was really cute because they were doing themed teams based on their character designs, and that's really neat. And I can definitely imagine what kind of Sword and Shield team I would have as caster.
Hey caster, I have bad news. The first Pokemon that I've encountered was a Woobat.
Sucks to be you.
It does. It truly does.
I need to kind of decide what I need to lead on in terms of being able to capture this thing without ruining its entire day.
Fergus would probably, well, its special defense is so low. Well, I'm going to first make sure that I catch this thing so I don't ruin.
I could probably get a lick. I could probably get a lick in.
Oh, I mean, of course you can get a lick in. It's like, lick is physical and it has a base power of like 20, so...
And if I paralyze it, then it makes it even easier.
You could treat that thing like a Tootsie Pop, and I don't think it's going to be making your...
Rock and Roller. Oh no, I'm sorry. But you have a your starter can learn fighting moves. You are fine.
No, I know. It is nice having something that is like a big, bulky defense wall. However, let's see. Let's see, 1500 rated in Gen 8 OU. I don't know that much about Gen 8 OU, except I've heard that Barraskewda is just like everywhere now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I mean, it's a Pokemon with a really high speed, really high attack, and access to decent move spread. It's not like an incredible move pool, but it has, I believe it has Flip Turn and Aqua Jet in addition to, type coverage. Yeah, this... Swift Swim Rain Sweeper, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I have because there are certain Pokemon that I absolutely adore, but I don't know necessarily how competitive they are. Toxtricity is like one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 8. So cool. It's music themed, which is already 10 out of 10. It's an electrical type, which makes it 11 out of 10. And it is a funny little electro punk rock fella. But I have no idea if they're even actually good.
I would guess that they're UU, which honestly, considering how many Pokemon there are, being, oh yeah, 4 times ground weakness, I bet.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay, nickname, let's see.
You're gonna have to do the countdown.
Yeah, I had an idea for what I want to do. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Okay. 3, 2, 1, Pride.
Base.
So are we doing Pride Base or Base Pride?
Pride Base, I think.
Okay.
Oh, so Ved, what we're doing is that we're essentially simul-naming each Pokemon by giving half of the name. Oh yeah, we have the ability to use QWERTY, which is much easier.
And we're doing
Pride
two
Base.
separate words,
I think we have the space to do so.
right? Yeah.
Pride
Base.
and like the
that's
music
just
tone
fun.
bass, so BASS.
Oh.
Base.
Well, you bet your bottom dollar as soon as I find that name trainer, or
We have the 2 alternate versions. It makes sense because the Pokemon's slightly different, so that's fine. It went to my box because we have more than 6 Pokemon for the first time, genuinely ever in every timeline. We have not managed this, but we're doing okay. We're living large. I'm gonna go get that Thief TM.
What gen am I really into? That's a good question. I think if I played competitive, I'd probably be playing it 8. I did, I enjoyed some of the cheese you could get up to in Gen 7. Not even necessarily good cheese, but just stuff like after you focus punch with Rillaby, I think it was, and what's the final form of Girder?
Oh, Conkeldurr.
Conkeldurr, thank you, yeah. So basically, Conkeldurr, super slow Pokemon, and you give it Focus Punch, which has a priority that goes at the end of turn, but does, huge amount of damage. If it gets hit during that turn, then...
It fails, right?
It fails. However, you have Rillaby, which I think is its name. I might be getting confused with a different one, but it's the Fairy Bee.
Ribombee?
Ribombee, thank you. You get Ribombee to use, I think it's after you, which, since Ribombee is very fast, will force Focus Punch to trigger early, so it is pretty good for just
So it will functionally go second, but before the opponent's Pokemon most times.
Yes. It is a good way to just instigate one of your opponent Pokemon.
Rafi's specifically into doubles. I'm pretty neutral. I think double battles and actually the triple battles in this game. I like rotation battles more than triple. They are a fun little mind game that never really shuck out in the kind of competitive scene, but the idea of them is really cool. I really like the idea of the full revealed information of what the team you're up against is, but then the mind games, the visual mind games of what you might switch to feels somehow different to when they're just sitting out, you know what I mean? I guess, I think because you can switch an attack in the same turn in the rotation battle. Really interesting.
I think the thing for me is that makes switching very, there's no cost to it. And it's so it kind of, instead of it being like a strategic, do I switch or do this, it's like oh yeah, what the heck, I'll switch. And it has the mind game potential of rock paper scissors, basically, in that you can try to get into your opponent's head, but it is also kind of functionally a 1 in 3 guess.
I went all the way back to the Pokemon Center and didn't put Roggenrola in my team. I'm very smart.
If you build for type coverage, then I could still see that working out.
Okay, I was mildly concerned that Shockwave would do a lot of damage for some reason.
Wow, that is
There was
Not
such
a
a
lot.
big, like, fancy-looking attack. I was like, wait, hold on. Hold on, slow down.
Very dramatic animation for a very anticlimactic 5 damage.
But yeah, never been into competitive or really engaged in competitive. All of my favorite Pokemon games are because of the narratives they set. So the reason why we're playing Gen 5 specifically is because it's historically been my favorite Pokemon game. We've talked a little bit about this in the past, but you know, I really like how this game actually had a storyline that mattered and gym leaders that did things beyond just be there for you to go clap and take their money. How it manages to represent cities in the urban sprawl, but also recognize that within urban landscapes, areas can be really, really different. Verbank is different to Nakreen, is different to Castellio, is different to, and so on. And they made a large amount of effort in making all those areas feel unique. It's also the first Pokemon game that introduced black people regularly, which for some people is not an important thing, but being able to see yourself in a video game is important.
Yeah, especially when they are like, when it's not, you know, oh, here we are in this region of Japan, and now this other region of Japan, but like, now that we're moving away from that, oh, right, the world is less homogenous than Japan.
Yeah, one of the big mission statements from, I think, the game designers when this was being developed is this is like they fell in love with New York because it was showed a really wide range of different communities living together, which I guess if you're kind of used to the considerably more limited racial diversity of like urban Japan, that is probably a surprising shock. Also, thank you for the follow, Vedu. I don't think I said. On top of 5, I really like the plot of Sun and Moon, which I believe is 7. That's Gen 7, right? Yeah. You know, it's a surprisingly, or at least the main form of it, and not Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, is just generally a pretty direct story about family abuse and trying to become a person that you can be proud of and comfortable in that isn't under your parents' thumb. And I'm like, oh, that hits surprisingly hard in the game for children. Let's go.
It also has a real-ass JRPG final boss, which is great.
God, I love like Eldritch Lucamine. So yes. Cool. And then I really like Sword and Shield's ecology and world building. The story isn't very strong, but I think what it does in terms of making it feel like a coherent world and the Pokemon that exist within it was really pushed. I don't like Platinum at all. I don't really like Gen 4. Gen 4 at the time was really slow for me, and then by the time that Platinum came around, I got to, I think I was playing a flashcard copy of Platinum, and I got to like Gardenia and was like, man, I don't want to do this again. I remembered how slow it was last time. I don't want to do that again. And I know that the latter half of Platinum is just way better. Oh, no, I get you. A lot of people really like Platinum for what it is and does, but yeah, I just never got the chance to experience Platinum at its best, so it's never really sat with me. I don't know if you've played Platinum, Rafi?
No, I haven't actually. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, there's part of me that's kind of thinking, oh, that could be fun to go and give a shot, but I would want to do that on actual hardware because I do enjoy sending Pokemon to Pokemon jail. I mean, Pokemon home. And I don't really want to shell out like $80 for a cart or something like that. Honestly,
yeah, physical copies of DS games are very Renegade Platinum ROM. Oh yeah.
Yeah, if I end up looking for a ROM hack, I might just give that a shot.
I think that kind of concerns me with ROM hacks is kind of like, okay, so you're probably going to want to try and make the game more difficult because most mainline Pokemon games are pretty easy. How are you making the game more difficult? Is this just a matter of, the enemies hit way harder and you need to do so much more grinding to be able to get to where you need to be? Because it's like, I can do without that, I don't need that. But if it's kind of like, oh, the encounter design is really unusual. Oh, wait, that's probably bad. We're still living, okay.
Giving things better movesets is nice. Yeah, please do not let Pride Base get hit by...
Special moves, yeah. And I was like, oh, no, that's bad, actually. But this is fine, we can switch out for Ferga. Special defense on Fergo is mediocre. Okay, but we can take a confusion.
Probably going. Are you fighting the girl or the boy at the end?
The girl midway down the route. Oh, okay. You kidding me? Please.
Okay, not a death. That's good.
It's not a death, but I'm annoyed. Give me that low damage roll. Get out of here.
It might be a weird take, but like, I don't know if I get why Pokemon has damage rolls. Like, I guess I'm also the kind of person that generally thinks the RNG in Pokemon is the least interesting part of it.
If you're interested in the rules, you got it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's basically Nuzlocke, but we work in tandem, so if one of my Pokemon dies, one of Raffi's Pokemon dies too.
Making us twice as vulnerable to bad RNG.
Yeah, bad RNG makes this a lot more difficult. It does mean that you feel a lot more energized when you beat bosses because you've beat them together, and it's like double the chance that you're just gonna get kicked in the crotch about it, which is so, you know, regular Nuzlockes can be hard depending on the game. Pokemon Black is pretty notorious for being a difficult Nuzlocke, but as a Soul Link with the additional vector of things going wrong can be even scarier. And you know, I'm doing this digitally. I'm using an emulator, but Raffi's playing on physical hardware on their end of things. And you could definitely do both physical, both digital, or a mixture of the two if you wanted to play with anybody else. So yeah. I mean, I must admit, I don't know how many of my IRL friends. No. When we're doing Pokemon Soul, when we're doing Pokemon, I'm not trying to do the delineation of caster and myself because I'm too busy concentrating on trying not to die. But you know, I don't know whether I could convince my IRL friends to do something like this. I think they would probably find it very a frustrating exercise. But I am pleased that this is a thing that we can bond over, even if it is a very masochistic idea of play.
You know, we're getting further every time.
We are getting further every time, but you know, there has to be an end at some point. I have a feeling that after we hit like the halfway point of this game, in my opinion, once we start, you know, reaching the point where we have just stable teams, I think by the time we manage to get our like, if we get beat like Gym 6, you know, that part of the game. If we die, we die. I think, in my opinion, I think that would be a reason. Because, like, what? Say we hypothetically get to the Elite Four and bite it. Would you want to start over? Oh, flinch hacks? Are you kidding?
I think there's a certain degree of like. It almost feels like when you make a bunch of progress in a game and then you like maybe the game crashes, or like you take a death and realize you hadn't saved for like since the start of the session, and then just kind of like, oh, I'm done with this for now. I don't want to go and redo everything that I did. But then you realize that, you know, kind of later you might go like, okay, I think I'm ready to go back to this. So my thinking is that if there hits a point where we are both just like, I'm done with the Soul Links in general, then hey, that's fine. But if we take a fat L and we don't want to continue on that game, honestly, regardless of whether it happens in the 6th gym or the 2nd gym, if there hits a point where we're just like, I'm tired of doing the same thing over and over again, but I'm enjoying the format, then we can just,
I think there are other games. It might be interesting to see what other games can be played in this kind of tandem, in addition to oh my god, why? In addition to Pokemon, I wonder what other kind of video games can also be played in this kind of like parallel format. Yeah, I don't know, because one of the big experiences of like Nuzlocks in general is the storytelling, right? It's like the friends we made along the way, you fought well, and now you're resting in Valhalla and all that shit. I think being able to get to the end and then just be kind of like, and unfortunately, we ran into Marshall of the Elite Four and they just broke us into oblivion, and that's how that be. I think that's a reasonable ending for at least this game. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what other long-form games could be done in tandem outside of the world of Pokemon, if that has even been explored before. Pioneering new video game formats. Which Game Freak in the future makes multiplayer available while doing gyms in the main storyline? I mean, you can battle people at any point as long as you can get to a Pokemon Center in these. I do wonder what other ways you would be able to make a narrative experience, like in-game mechanically, tangible as a multiplayer thing. I guess that's what stuff like O-Powers and the like were for in the previous games, that you could like send boosts to each other.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I kinda liked O-Powers, and I wish that I was playing the games when other friends were, because the idea of being like, imagine doing a Nuzlocke and having
somebody popping in to boost you in the final hours when yeah, I get you. You could do that over local Wi-Fi, but not over internet, unfortunately.
No, you can do that over the internet.
Well, not now.
No, the Gen 6 internet's still up.
Is it? Am I misremembering? Oh, I thought it was a Gen 5. There is because I know that there's obviously Gen 5
right now.
Yes, I know, and I can't remember what you can do with the C gear in Gen 5. I thought O-Powers was that, but okay. If it's still,
no, there's something like O-Powers in Gen 5, but it's not really as good. A Nurse Sherry. Right, the Munna. I do not want to send my... I always forget the name of the middle pig. The middle pig.
Tapping.
It's not Embor, it's...
Pignite.
Pignite, there we go. Thank you.
Also to answer you, Beth, because generally in a lot of gaming spaces, people of color are really underrepresented, and it's nice to be able to find and support other black creators to engage with that seriously. In fact, I'm actually part of a stream team called Black Twitch UK, so it's a whole bunch of other black streamers who are creating content, and we find opportunities to raise each other up, share resources with each other, and collab when we can. And it's really nice to be able to be part of that kind of community that also understands the nature of racism on the internet and can support each other through that as well. So it's actually really great to have the ability to direct like raids and stuff to other black streamers and the like. That's really cool. I'm glad that they added that in.
Nice to have people looking out for you who have a better idea of, what you've been through and what you might go through.
My gosh, yeah. And a lot of the people in that community are... Is that because I'm British, Ved, and you assume that most black people sound like African Americans? Because that is a common mistake that people make. A relatively tiring one as well, I must admit. But yeah. To resume what we were saying before, yeah, it's really nice too because some of the people who set up Black Twitch UK have been, partners with Twitch and have been doing this kind of thing for a really long time. And being able to just kind of pick their brains for knowledge on how to handle people acting the fool and showing their entire ass online, it's actually really, really useful. Oh boy, okay, rock and roller, go off.
Well,
you're right.
I'm at the point where I have. Oh, I guess there's still some side stuff to do in town, so I'll do that while you do not die.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're fine, but I'm very sad that my Snivy has a negative attack nature.
Oh, what's up, Cryptid?
Yeah, Cryptid, give me the gossip. That is something that can happen a lot, Ved. We have to do our best to work our way through. Oh! Congratulations, Cryptid!
Hey, hell yeah.
Excellent. No, it's I'm really, really happy to hear, because yeah, trying to find your own place and being able to set up your own place is good God, how I wish I could actually, properly soundproof a room to do voice acting work in, rather than just kind of temporarily attaching these foam panels to the corner of my open plan living room, like that will actually do anything. No, congratulations. I will let me know when you're doing your housewarming, and I will pop a bottle in your honor, and I'll drink all the champagne. You don't get any, but
Cryptid, I understand if energy prices are so high that they make you want to douse yourself with a water gun.
My energy prices, I'm renting and my energy price is also stacked, so I'm very, very annoyed about that. Goodness. Alright, important things to go do in Nakreen City. Go and buy a whole bunch of X attacks and X defends from that guy.
Oh yeah, I just got them.
And also go and get the elemental hold item from the person next door.
Yeah. Got
2 bed place.
And I am, let's see. I guess I'm gonna really hope I get the ugly water tadpole thing.
Oh yeah, Timple.
Yananika face. Timple.
385. I assume that's for all of your utils? That's high. Sheesh. I mean, my electricity bill jumped from what was something like £55 a month to 80 something. But and I was like, oh, that's absurd and unreasonable. But even factoring in my water and my internet, it doesn't come to over £300. That's nuts. My age, I am 31.
And I'm 27.
I knew you were roughly in it. I knew that you were younger than me. I didn't realize you were that much younger than me.
I'm gonna guess I'm not gonna help my case if I'm like, but I'm turning 28 this year.
Yeah, go away.
So is this going to be your next excuse for why you can't play Metroid Prime? Just your bones.
With my creaky old bones.
Yeah,
I can play Metroid Prime, I'm just not good at it. Although I've gotten better. Over the course of playing it.
You did not complain about having to look up at all.
No, I've managed, my hands have slowly adjusted to what that is trying to get me to do. Although, to be real with you, the moment I try and play any other like first-person shooter on a controller, it's going to be a nightmare because all of my muscle memory for how to do anything will be broken. Yeah, true.
Okay, I am standing outside the grass. I'm going to take a step in since you are...
Oh, it's on the next route.
Yeah.
Do you remember that if you try and go to the gym, N stops you?
I got a throw. Or at least a...
Oh,
a
amazing!
throw.
Congratulations!
Yeah. Huh. This is not what I expected. The fact that my... if you timber catch it, if you don't... yeah, no, I wish. Well, I do really like the timber line, but no, I got a throw instead, so...
Yeah, as with Nuzlocke's VED, we have to go with the first thing that we encounter on the route, if it's something we've not caught before.
Piece of baloney uses Bide as his first move. Oh,
I have to go fight the nurse first, though.
Yes.
But that's fine. I forget what she runs. She runs like a Whimsicott?
Mana. It's a mana.
Oh, okay.
So you can just put number howl first and bite it.
Yeah, and just bite and just end that quickly. Let's not mess around.
Oh, okay. And okay, yeah, Bide did not do too much. I'm doing okay. Speaking of not doing too much, wow, Fergayas is level 13, this throw is 15, and I am having a hard time putting a dent in it.
I might get Intimidate as Herdia. Nice.
Yeah, you get that competitive advantage, and this throw also has, oh yeah, no, Conkeldurr, I love the fact that it's just a,
Iron Fist is not a move that I'm familiar with. Is that a more recent one?
Iron Fist is an ability that means that all punching attacks do like 20-25% more? It might even
and that can stack with various other shenanigans, I understand.
Like Life Orb. I'm gonna see if I can just catch this thing while it's at relatively high HP, because I don't feel like...
Hey, if you can get some stats in or throw some great balls, then you know.
My friend, you know I love throwing great balls around, but it's this is the joke I need to make once per stream. Jesus.
Alright.
Yeah,
What am I getting?
Try a great ball.
Fuck's sake. Alright. Well, I guess this means that your throw will be safe, because I will not be using a Timpole.
Well, this does depend on me being able to catch throw. Yeah, you know what? Let's live dangerously. I'll arm thrust it. Oh, fuck! It used Bide.
You definitely need to go throw something at it, huh?
Fine. Oh, is this just gonna die now? Do I need to kill it? Oh, Jesus Christ. Do I need to sacrifice something? Oh man, I don't like having to make this calculation.
I'll wait for you to make that decision before I go and throw a ball at this thing at all.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at. I might throw Nitro Hot into its face and see if it can eat it.
Nitro Hot.
Okay, Nitro Hot is actually slightly or relatively equally as tanky as Verhoots, who has evolved now. So yeah, Nitro Hot, survive. Yeah, Conkeldurr lets you, as that's saying, you can get Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Mach Punch, and Drain Punch, and it is,
Oh, with Drain Punch too.
Oh yeah, no, love Drain Punch on that sucker. Okay, I might be able to catch it before it pops off. I'm hoping, because it's in the red.
Alright, I believe in you.
3 shakes, and it popped out. Will it kill Nitro Hot? Let's find out. Yes, Nitro Hot is dead.
Oh shit. What is Nitro Hot?
I almost called it an amiibo.
It's Ordino. Alright, that's fine. Ordino can go.
Yeah, no, I picked the lower impact one. Still, what the hell, man?
It doesn't want to, it wants to specifically replace a member of our team, clearly.
Yes. It's like, I will carve a spot in this team. Okay. Second Pokeball while it's at red. 1 shake. And it breaks open. And it seismic tosses me.
Ooh.
Dealing 15 damage. It's just being rude. I would love it to use Bite again while I'm not going to be hitting it anymore. Is it going to be
I
a lot
mean,
of Pokeballs?
yeah, it gives you the chance to go and heal in
shake.
between. Do you only have Pokeballs?
Two
Not great.
3 shakes. Broke out. I only have like 2 Great Balls. I should buy more. Okay, use Bite again, so this is just free Pokeball tossing time.
Seismitoad is a tank. There is a chance that I might actually keep Seismitoad over Panpour.
I think Seismitoad is better than Panpour.
Mm,
I mean, like, yes, it's 4 times weak to grass, but it has the electric resistance, and yeah.
I've got some switch-ins for grass. We're fine.
Okay, let me take a look at. Okay, finally caught Throw.
Okay, you caught it. Excellent.
Yes. So let's.
Yeah, that's the problem, Ved. If Rafi doesn't catch their target, then I don't get to keep Timpole. So.
Okay. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Killa.
Mud.
Killamud. Okay, is it Killamud or Mud Killa?
I think Mud Killer, like Ghostface Killer.
I'm kind of thinking one word camel case on this.
Okay. And it's Killer with an A, I'm assuming.
Oh, of course.
Mud Killer.
Okay. Fun fact, Throw. So, Pignite has, and I'm talking about base stats here, 93 attack, 90 HP, 55 defense. Throw has 120 HP, 100 attack, and 85 defense. This thing is, I'm not going to call it a straight upgrade for obvious reasons, but
a solid shout.
it's a competitive pick.
Yes.
Let's take a look at these movesets.
Let's go put Ordino in hell.
Is this our first death?
Yes. A noble sacrifice, I must say.
Very much. Thank you for your service.
All right, move Pokemon.
We still have more than a full party.
Oh yes, we do. We are naming this. Hell. And we are going to change the wallpaper. Where's fire? Okay, now. There we go. Welcome to hell. Nitro Hot. And welcome to the party, Mudkiller.
My Mudkiller is minus attack plus defense.
Oh yeah. Can you give my Timpole a read?
Oh sure, yeah.
Mudshot and Bubble. Yeah, Bubble Beam is actually very solid on Timpole.
You've got plus attack and minus special defense. These are and it's holding a Pearson Berry.
Okay.
These are not the natures we would desire. I'll put it that way.
I mean, attack up is probably okay, but yeah,
really,
not great.
It's more of a special attacker. But it's at least not, minus special defense could be worse.
Oh, I don't need Pups Gang anymore because it's like level 6 and I'm never going to use it, so that's what Pidove is for.
True. Oh yeah, actually, I should probably take Number Howl out of my inventory so that if I need to sack something... Okay, I guess if I need to sack something, would you rather I sack Pride Base or Number Howl?
Number Howl is my big damage dealer. Both of these are good. I don't really want to lose either of those things.
Okay, well, the first thing I would sack would probably be Captain Zilla, honestly. And the ability is Swift Swim.
Okay. Yeah, we're just leading on Bubble Beam. Let's see. Can we tell what's your ability in Seismitoad? Oh, well, yeah. I guess I want to get Captain Zilla. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of freeform grinding for a bit because I want my Pidove to be able to to hit with some kind of decency on Gust and other flying moves for a bit, because I know the next area after this is just going to be full of Venipedes and Whimsicots, and it's my main answer aside from Herdia to not dying to those. So I do want to get it in a good place.
I
would love to catch Venipede. Venipede's great, but we'll see.
Fun little motorcycle bug. Okay, so let's see. That's right. We got the little girl who has I think she has 2 grass types. Which,
She does indeed, which is the reason why I'm kind of like, And then immediately after that is the Rock and Roller.
Yes. Preschooler Homer.
Oh, come on.
I think Speed Boost, I don't think it gets Speed Boost this generation. Maybe it does, but I could be wrong. You have Stun Spore?
Please?
Oh.
Excuse you. Risky.
Yeah, but we're not really in a position to get hidden abilities.
Yeah, we can't get hidden abilities this way, unfortunately. I'm going to need to go item shopping when they next return back to base. Why am I getting clapped by this Timpole? I hate Super... I think I lost one of my Pokemon in the previous timeline to Supersonic catching me... Supersonic self-inflicted damage catching me off guard. So I'm now specifically wary of that.
I know I did. That's what ended our previous run. Well, no, it was okay. It was... No, it was I got swaggered. And
Oh, even worse. EV training, not intentionally. If that makes sense. We will probably be incidentally doing that as we go, but fighting a fighting type is actually kind of awkward.
Keep in mind that it knows Rock Throw, or at least it can.
It learns Rock Throw at 16, so we're safe for now.
Cool.
No, we're not safe. We're never safe. How much damage does this do? Hopefully not much. Okay. I can't, Ved. You know how this game works.
Get some free levels on Furios on
Switch.
On the Timples. Not if it growls.
Storing energy. It's not gonna run. We're gonna kill it, but it's gonna die in the heart of battle. Oh, God, Bite is so strong, and that was doubled. And that still did way more damage than I was potentially hoping. It's fine though, we can heal it off.
Instead of switching?
I'm trying to actually get some EXP off these fucking things.
I mean, you're always going to get the same amount of EXP, it's just where it's concentrated.
That shouldn't do too much. Oh! Oh, it crit,
Yeah,
that's
we're playing
fine.
the sunset mode, not switch.
God. This entire area is a nightmare. Thank you. Like, specifically, most of the fights here are hard counters for no, please. Oh, okay, another Pidove. It out-levels me too, of course. Yeah, I'm not quite... Oh, for children, I see.
Yeah, it is definitely makes things weirdly easy.
Yeah. Finding the balance of... Because I guess one of the interesting things about alternative rule sets like this is that you get a pretty wide variety of how difficult you want to make the game for yourself. So there's definitely lots of different ways of being able to engage with the idea of a Nuzlocke to make it easier or harder for you, depending.
I just want to go fight Homer, and the game just wants me to fight Timples.
I'm just working up the courage to do so. I do not feel ready. I'm not ready to go and take on this literal 3-year-old running around in the grass. We both came across the idea of Soul Link Nuzlocke via that one animation YouTuber, right? Jaden? Yeah. And apparently a lot of her runs were like critiqued by other like, oh, I'm a professional Nuzlocke person. I do all the most difficult Nuzlocks. I will rate other people's runs, and that's interesting. Pokemon Challenges did, yeah.
Also, hey Ruben, how's it going?
Oh, hi.
Hi, y'all. I am from America.
I can tell because of the way that it is.
It's
I love highways. That's it.
There we go. Hi, Ruben. How are you enjoying your holiday?
Oh, it's been really nice so far. Lots of nature to hike through.
Oh.
Just local co-op Switch games, which are very fun. We got Kirby, so we're going to play that soon.
Oh, you're in the Forgotten Lands, yes.
The Kirby Isekai 4 simulator, yes.
What a way to put that. But yes, indeed. Good.
How's the Nuzlocking?
There was
We've got it on lock.
No more post second gym rewind. Everything's lost forever.
Well, we are working our way towards the second gym, but we're doing okay, all things considered. We had a loss, but it was a loss in. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. Bubble Beam, please. It was in the loss of a direct upgrade. You need to update your team layout on Pokelink, by the way, Rafi.
Oh yes, you're right. I am sorry.
No, you're good.
Let's see.
But we've got we've got a throw on Rafi's team now, which is super good.
Well, when it learns some new moves, it will be super good. Right now, it is super okay.
Well, we need to get our crew up to around level 18 to stand a chance against Gym 2, so we have time to get ourselves there. But
Okay, I would. For some reason, I cannot open Twitch and Discord at the same time. So could I bother?
a screen share.
The screen to share.
Yeah. Of course. Give me a sec.
I also have no idea what the chat is saying, but I'm sure they're only saying nice things about me.
Yeah. They are absolutely saying nice things. We actually have some new people in the chat today. So if you wouldn't mind introducing thyself, tell them who you be. That would be delightful.
I am Ruben. I am this channel's hype man.
Yes.
I am the flyby. I'm the tank boss fly jam nitty gritty, the boy from the big bad city.
You've been out the game too long. You're clearly so relaxed on your holiday. You can no longer remember how to do the bit.
That sounded like a Dark Souls enemy.
Nitty gritty.
The jam nitty gritty.
The baddest from the urban.
I am the flying boy boss fly.
Dung eater. As I understand, that is the new thing.
Yeah, the loathsome dung eater. It's a very dramatic reading of just like the basically the boys you'll be encountering in Elden Ring, and there's Gideon, the all-knowing, the brilliant gold mask, and then there's just poopy guy.
Yeah, Caster, can we get the loathsome dung eater in your best Smash Bros. Announcer voice?
Okay. Loathsome dung eater.
Game.
This game's winner is the loathsome dung eater.
I don't want to see that clap. I don't know what it looks like, but I feel that the clapping animation would be bad.
Wet and it has its own jiggle physics.
Oh, I have not like the Souls games are not my forte, so you'll be getting no spoilers from me. Don't worry, Ved. I did, however, beat Lost Kingdoms this week.
Yeah, the true Elden Ring.
Yeah. I mean, I save stated before doing the final boss because it just saved me from having to walk through a dungeon for 5 minutes every time I lost. But
Safe stating.
Yeah.
You would do that to get the best cards or.
No. Best cards first time. love to not waste my time for no reason.
And exactly, and because of like always 100% correct viewer input. Never wrong.
Never wrong. In one instance of those, I was like, no, oh, did you mean to say? And then I accidentally saved stated.
Yeah.
And then just had to do the fight again.
I choose 3 all the time, and then Nathan just going like, "Oh, did you mean 1, 4, 5, 6, 2, everything but 3?" It's like, oh,
You got it. Good job.
is this gaslighting? Is it?
Is this positive gaslighting?
Is this? Am I being safe stated right now? That's a new word for it. Safe stated.
Gassed up lighting.
Gas you up. On a Thursday.
There we go. Very good.
On a Thursday afternoon.
But how was the final dungeon of Lost Kingdoms?
It's interesting that, you know, aside from the save stating to go and find, because a lot of the save stating for rare cards was kind of immaterial. Very few of those were actually like useful because most of the boss monsters have weird effects that aren't very practical. So it didn't really help my playthrough. Most of that was kind of like doing fact-finding missions and then going through and doing, and that I don't even save state for those. I just quit and go back into the level. But it was all quite smooth until the final stage, which is, you know, like when you play like a fighting game, like beat 'em up like Streets of Rage, and then like the bosses of previous stages just become regular enemies.
Right.
The final stage of Lost Kingdoms is that every enemy is a previous boss that you fought with lower health. But it's that kind of energy to them. And then you fight 2 bosses in a row. One boss who actively wastes your time and is really, really slow and really, really drawn out. And then the second boss who is apparently cheesable, but has an attack that will reduce you to 1 HP regardless of how much health you have. So it's that kind of thing.
I will say, reusing bosses as just mid-boss enemy designs is a FromSoft staple, and it is terrible. Because hey, like this is in Elden Ring. There's a lot of examples. I won't name specifics, but it's just like you enter, you know, the piss-colored fog door that leads to a boss, and there will be an enemy that will push your poop back in, like the loathsome dung eater would, and then, you know, you clear it after 35 attempts, and I know it's 35 because I've counted them in my first run, and then, you know, you'll travel to a different part of the Elden Ring, of the world, and then suddenly, wow, there's at least 15 of these just hanging around in very close proximity. And it's like, okay, this sucks, I'm out.
It's understandable. Have a nice day. Why did I not evolve at level 16? Is it like level 17 or 18?
17.
Fine.
Oh, that's illegal. 16 is such a Pokemon staple. Like, why not? Why
Yeah,
toy with
I don't know why they messed with it. I do enjoy the cameo of the staple, frustrated and indignant Nathan. Fine.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I'm sending Capinzilla out against a Timber. It's using focus energy. I'm hoping nothing go wrong. Okay.
nothing going
Focus energy is fine, just don't get crit, nerd.
Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that because I had just penciled it in to get crit.
Mhm.
Okay, it just used Leer on me. I'm scared.
It's setting it up.
Yeah, it really is.
You're just gonna switch out and say goodbye, friend. I
It's
understand.
gonna take 2 more guts to kill this thing, and it is not worth it. You know, Mudkilla, please finish this thing off.
Did it just heal twice? Okay.
Just get good.
Mm-mm.
You know, that one. Is that funny yet?
The real Poker Souls starts here.
Oh, I cannot wait for the inevitable foray into like Souls-likes by Nintendo. Checkpoint system where it's like suddenly the Pokemon Center is your checkpoint, but it's all dark and sort of like a Victorian hospital where like nefarious things happen.
So, real talk, the idea of a Souls game, like mechanically, with the difficulty concessions of a Nintendo game, I fuck with that. I'd play that. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the Victorian hospital description. That sounds good aesthetic.
Yeah, because I'm like thinking like, okay, what kind of set dressing do you need in order to, you know, make it like to warrant the Soulsian aspect of it? And I'm thinking like, okay, it's got to be, you know, historically a dangerous time, you know, when kids were getting liquid cocaine and everyone went to the public execution.
Oh, your potion is just liquid.
For real.
Wow.
Just reminded of, oh my god, instead of burn heal, you have asbestos.
Oh my god, you have laudanum to heal confusion. There's all these kinds of opioids and weird powders.
Variety weird
how are we
powders.
gonna get some lead in this?
That's got to be like an element, like the new Pokemon type, lead.
Yeah, instead of steel, it's lead type, of course.
It could be. Oh, just can we get like a Pokemon equivalent of Edgar Allan Poe's carbon monoxide poisoning?
That just like what the regional form of Chandelure, just
Oh, right.
gas lamps.
Yeah. It turns into the kind of like a super tall, multi-headed gas lamps rather than the kind of single lamp that Lampent is.
You got like what's the keyring Pokemon? Instead of that, it's just one big, just huge bank vault key that they used.
The key to the city.
It's just steel fighting. It's just so hench.
God, actually though, having a steel poison type that is just like a lead Pokemon would actually be pretty sick.
That's not a combination that exists yet. I mean, Pokemon that are about pollution and poisoning is very much a thing, so I don't see why that would be infeasible.
It's such like lead poisoning is such a specific thing.
I guess the pop culture mind share isn't quite there. I guess I'm thinking of like Galarian Wheezing, which is like Victorian smokestacks, but is also Victorian stovepipe hat, which is actually pretty genius combination of ideas right there. But
oh my god, like a walking factory, steel poison. Here we go.
It's a poison fairy, I think. And it specifically exists to absorb pollution and purify it, which is why it's a fairy type.
I can't wait for next generation of Pokemon that's gonna say the Industrial Revolution has been, or the consequence of the Industrial Revolution has been Ruben, you know the full phrase, I'm sure.
Sorry. What were you trying to say?
It's the here we go. Oh man. The consequences of the Industrial Revolution. Oh, it's just the Unabomber thing.
Ah, right, I see.
I was like, there's no way Ruben doesn't know this, but it looks like I misjudged you, friend.
Yeah, no, I have not, wrote to my pal Ted in a while, so it wasn't on my mind.
I thought that was really neat that they made a movie about him that had a talking bear in it. In the mood.
And then the sequel, of the what ifs. If he never got caught. But no, I was still like thinking about. I was still thinking about like Victorian age. So I was like, wait, what? How Industrial Revolution Victorian age? Oh, what are you going for? But no, I'm also curious. How can we make a post-Fordist Pokemon world?
Oh, like in the world where the first cars, you mean, or Fordist?
When there is no more, like when mass production has been fully automated and it is completely switched to a service. I guess Pokemon is already a service industry, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of the Pokemon world that is already sort of post-scarcity. Because in other games, and I think if other people designed Pokemon, and I'm thinking of just Shin Megami Tensei, where they charge you to heal your Pokemon, your demons.
That's true. Imagine a world with free animal healthcare. Revolutionary.
Yeah, Pokemon really is.
I can only assume there's real human healthcare, except nobody gets physically injured in Pokemon, so we don't know.
Everyone is immortal and 10 years old until proven otherwise.
Yeah,
everyone is 10 years old except for that one character that shows up at the very end of X and Y who's like 3,000 years old. And only him.
And it's just like he looks 3,000, but he goes like, I'm 30 years old. I've escaped the curse, and this is what it does to my body.
Wait, so are you telling me that the guy from the end of Pokemon, the GameCube games,
what, Colosseum?
Yeah, I think it's specifically at the end of XD, who is just like, he is 3 feet tall. He is just like absolute hermit energy. I do not want to believe that he is 10 years old.
I'm not going to be a rock type in front of that timber. Absolutely not.
It's like how different sort of like subspecies in Shadowrun, or like meta-human species in Shadowrun age differently. It's like that. They're all 10 years old.
I wish it was not like that.
Me too. I wish Shadowrun just hadn't tried.
I wish Shadowrun was not.
I wish it stopped.
Yeah. Thank you for the host and the raid, Femzilla, with a party of 7. Hello. Hope you're all doing well.
Hello.
It's good. How was your stream? What were you streaming?
We are currently hot in the middle of some Pokemon Soul Link as our souls intertwined. If one faces bad luck, it will surely destroy us both.
Why is my Pidove being hit by low kick when it's a flying type? But
It just didn't think to fly.
Yeah. No, Femzilla, how did your stream go? I hope everything has been well on your end. Have you been having a good Thursday? 7 foot like Gable Skyjacks, you mean?
No, as in like these are people who have 7 feet.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Long stream.
Like, it twirls my hair 7 feet. Yeah.
I am, what, 6'4" and a bit in real life? 6'5" with the hair?
Yeah,
6'8". Yo, I did not know that about you, fam.
We get it, Nathan. You're a short king.
6'8", bruh. Impressive.
Well, I forgot, just completely missed it. Just
No. I understood your joke. I'm just impressed with the tall fam coming to hang out with us today.
Heck yeah. That's just looming over us like a protective spirit.
Yeah, we are playing Pokemon in a Soul Link format, which if you don't know, we have the rules for which here. Not rulers, rules. There we go.
And I think the fun. What was the last time I featured I was involved in the stakes, right?
Yes, every time one of our Pokemon dies, you have to tell us a video game childhood story. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, no, shit, now I gotta think on that.
No, hey, I mean, I can suggest an alternative punishment game, if that is too hard for you to think of. You can tell us about an embarrassing memory from high school or middle school.
That's worse.
And worse.
Well, I mean, yeah. You can have fun memories about video game childhood, but
Okay. There's like a solid category of embarrassing memories from that time that are not like, you look back and you're like, oh, I'm sad now, but like you can laugh about. Not all of them are going to be like that. And I would not encourage, oh, hey, yeah, please tell us about the greatest shame that haunts you to this day.
Well, I mean, I was a closeted queer kid in a Dutch high school where the only language they had was homo or slurs. It's, unless we want to get really real, I think I'll just keep it with video games.
Very fair.
But I can't extend it to like middle school and high school because I was internet involved from an early age.
Gotta love those pixel art message boards, fam.
Did you write any fan fiction or anything like that as a kid?
Oh, get your Pokemon killed and I will tell you all about that.
Okay, right, all right, there we go.
That's what I'm looking for, baby.
Yeah.
And, I was 27 years old, so that's last year when I wrote Disco Elysium fanfiction. So
yes, you did. I remember that.
Oh, I'm gonna have to read that now that I've beaten that game.
I'll link it to you in a bit. I am pretty proud of it. But no, I have written fanfiction from when I was 11, and I still remember the topic. I don't remember exactly how it went.
And it was great from the very start.
It's conceptually just a sort of like a marriage of ideas and ideals, really genre broaching.
Yeah, that's
really high-end stuff.
High concept.
I'm giving you an A on this assignment.
Very, very House of Leaves you're serving me. Femzilla's favorite was also Black and White, which was great. Gen 5 is one of my favorites for what it did for the region. Blah, 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 blah. I've said a handful of times. Yes, Gen 5 Black and White is GOAT, followed by Gen 7. I also... okay, so Ruben, I just helped make the best disco dance party of all time. Is that far enough to understand your fanfiction?
Wait.
What? Huh?
There's an entire the dance, the disco dance party in the church that we designed
for Disco Elysium. Okay.
Is that far enough to understand the fanfiction, or am I not far enough to get the context?
Oh, baby. If you've talked to Joyce and if you've been introduced to the Pale, then that's far enough. Like
okay, all right. Noted.
And then you can enjoy some sweet middle-aged psychodrama.
Also, briefly taking us back, something that I wanted to mention on the topic of high school and Pokemon. I hadn't thought about this for a very long time, but like when I was in high school, former stream guest Sam and I, we go way back. We were friends in high school, and we would hang out after classes, but we wouldn't really have a lot to do. So one time we snuck into a classroom. This is after school hours, so classroom was empty. We were not supposed to be in there, but it was fine. And go over to the TV that's sitting up in the corner of the room to be used for, like, I don't know, watching Shakespeare recordings and whatnot. And buddy, you better believe I slammed in my VHS of the Pokemon movie, and we watched at least, I don't know if we watched the whole thing, honestly. but we might have run out of time. But
Would you consider that your first queer date?
God. It is kind of incredible that Sam and I have been such close friends and never been like just firmly not each other's types.
But that's like that keeps you. It's like you're a binary star. Well, not gender binary, of course, but like a binary star system. But you know, you keep each other in orbit, but you're never gonna like get closer than that, or else things are gonna fall apart.
Yeah, well, I mean, really, our friendship exists to our friendship and our closeness exists to leave the fanfic writers with plenty of room to debate and invent their own histories.
Your friendship is subtextual.
That's definitely a way of putting it.
Speaking of Pokemon and kind of showing in classrooms, for one time in show and tell, and I think I must have been like 10 or 11.
Please tell me you showed off your Pokemon.
I showed off my to be a master to Pokemon 2000
Hell yeah.
CD, and I was like, I want to share with the class because most of the kids in the classroom, you know, they enjoy Pokemon, and we watch the series and we watch the show every time we like leave for we get back home. And here's a CD, very practical, containing all the songs that we all enjoy. And then the teacher went like, "Oh, that's very nice, Ruben. Why don't you stand in front of the class and
sing one?"
Yeah, let's go.
And I have never felt so bad in my life when I tried singing a 10-year-old Dutch boy singing to be a master, not knowing English. Replicating the phonetic of it. To be a master, Pokemon master, a greatest champion, to be quiz master. This is like on that level.
Oh no!
And that was just like 2.5 minutes that lasted an eternity of shame.
You became strong on the other side of that, though.
That's excruciating, and I'm glad I know this now.
Never just now you know my it's just like my formative trauma.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm like, phew, I'm glad I have this on Ruben. And you stop hitting yourself, you stupid monkey.
Well, whoa, sorry.
It's Ferga Yas is not doing good things.
Ferga Yas, yes indeed.
It's more like Ferga no.
Ferga Yas still in my party somehow.
Just
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I should keep this thing for type coverage, and that is the only way I can.
Actually, for you, you should keep it for type coverage.
Yeah, and that is the only thing leading me to hold on to this accursed green primate.
Oh,
Well, just think. Eventually, you're gonna get the evolved version, Simisage, with the huge pompadour, and it's gonna be red.
I hope so. What's up, Ruben?
I am curious to know about what your favorite thing about the America is, and just a local thing that you enjoy.
Oh, okay. Oh man, yeah. Favorite thing about America. Oh, didn't realize we're getting to the hard questions here.
I know. Well, I mean, I went into a Target yesterday, and the Oreos they have are just on the side. There's like bohemian, I want to say, and I am currently enjoying caramel mocha Oreos, which is, I think, it's sort of like ambrosia, modern day ambrosia.
You can say sugar. It's fine. I think there are a lot of nice benefits from being in probably the dominant country in the world. Maybe number two, but like I think it's pretty fair to say that America is the dominant country in the world, combining like, especially I'm primarily thinking in terms of like culture, the ease of like I can go on the internet and read most of what I'm going to come across in my native tongue. If there is a product in the world, it's probably going to be available in my area. There's a lot of things where I'm like, I recognize this is a privilege. It's convenient, and I'm glad I have it. Sucks that other people don't. There's also, I guess a less abstract answer is, I actually do quite enjoy New York City. It's not perfect. I'm not gonna claim that it is. And it's not the kind of place that I would want to live long term, but I very much am glad that it's a place that I can go, like, take an hour train and just suddenly be in the heart of Manhattan and check out a bunch of really cool stuff.
Also, by the way, N just appeared, if you remember what N's full name is.
Oh, no, it's you can understand. I have thought of so many permutations of Natura that it is like I think I'm gradually whittling them down.
Natura is too short.
Naturia?
Too long.
Natural History Museum.
Considerably closer, all things considered.
Okay, hold on. If Natura is too short, but you said Naturia is too long? I added one letter. How is one too short and the other too long?
Oh, is that is the same. It's the correct length, but the wrong word. Then there we go. Which one?
Yeah, which one is the correct length? Naturia?
Naturia is the correct length, but I guess mentally spelt that with one letter longer than it needed to be. But yes, the correct length.
Oh, is it too many syllables?
Yes, actually.
Is his first name actually just Natural?
Yes.
No! Why?
I don't know, Raffi.
You had the
Come
exact
on.
reaction last time.
I'm glad this is an evergreen process. I swear to God, I think my brain must have just been like, that's too stupid. Like, I refuse to internalize this because it is so stupid.
Yeah, his name is Natural Oil Product, right?
And his name is okay. And let's see. Geez, now I need to remember the other ones. I think Gropius was the middle one, which I can only remember as a combination of Tropius, the funny banana dinosaur Pokemon, and Groping, which is terrible. And so what's the middle part? Oh wow, this is really I went oh man. Looks like it's time for season 2, baby.
The way that you struggle with it every time, it makes me doubt myself if I actually remember what it is, and I look it up and I'm like, no, I got it. But
this can just be an entire podcast series. Like, can Raffi remember N's name?
N's full name, yeah.
What would the name of this podcast be?
The N-word? Oh, never.
No, it can't be. It cannot. Although I think the viewership would probably be startlingly high for the first episode on Spotify.
Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh my god. Oof. Some natural inclinations?
No, that gives it away.
No.
here's the thing that really gets me. I have thought of so many things that could plausibly be in his name, where it's like, okay, Historia? Is Historia?
Ooh, that's pretty close.
It's natural historical.
But it's Natural Historical Society. I'm genuinely kind of shocked that is close, but not it.
Mm-hmm. This will never not be funny.
I'm glad. I'm glad I'm doing my job. All au natural. Do not low kick my pig.
Oh, Herdia can learn Rock Smash. Neat.
Sure can. Okay. So we got natural something Gropius.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's ya bird, Raffi the owl. No, is the middle name the? No, I'm kidding. Natural the Gropius. Okay. And
No food or movies, I'm out of here.
Yeah, and he's not a Sonic fan character.
Mm-hmm.
Natural Pumpkin Hill.
Here I come, tougher than Gropius. the
I
Gropius.
am so sad, actively, genuinely sad that Idris Elba does not rap Unknown from Emmy
God,
in
that
Sonic
would
2.
be so good.
It would be the best.
I would actually be. I would have interest in watching the movie.
It would be the best thing, but they are cowards, and that is not what is there.
I saw the Sonic movie yesterday. I watched it with Panda, and I'm going to watch the second movie this Friday, so tomorrow. And I gotta say, shaking my head that Sonic works together with cops.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that was in the first movie, unless you're talking about the first movie.
Yeah, you talked about the first movie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Listen. You wait long enough, all our heroes will disappoint us. Which we know if we include Sonic in that because he was a Sonic hero.
Okay.
Fair reaction.
Okay. But yeah. The first movie was like fine.
No, it was very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Just like extremely like witty, and definitely, you know, kids will recognize Sonic, and kids will recognize these historical places that they run through.
No, it's
What do 8-year-olds in America know? Paris, pyramids, Wall of China. Here we go.
I get what you mean. It's probably for the best, actually, that you're watching the sequel immediately after, because you'll have characters in your head. There's a point that they introduce a human character in the second movie where they're like, we need to speak to this character. And I'm like, who? I've not... Who would remember this specific nobody of a character? And they talk about them like, oh, yeah. You watched the first one literally just before this, right? So you know who this person is.
Sega expects you to keep up with the Sonic franchise.
And I mean...
Comics, right?
Oh, no, it's not like... Well, I suppose, would I feel differently that if it was like Espio the Chameleon showed up in Sonic 1 and then it expected me to remember for Sonic 2? I'd probably be like, fair, I wouldn't expect the average moviegoer to process who this is as a person. But, yeah. Assorted human character is sitting in my head considerably less.
Yeah, what's the name? Ben? What was the cop in Sonic's name?
Ben, you're right.
Hey, wow. One of you probably said that earlier, which is why it's in mind.
Or is that the actor? Is the actor Ben Schwartz, or is that the name of the character? I forget.
Ben Schwartz is the person who voices Sonic, yeah.
Right, okay.
So I think it's like Brzezowski. It's like a Polish last name.
Mm-hmm.
Brzezinski?
This is how strongly the names and faces of the human characters kind of set when you have to kind of go up against Sonic in terms of recognizability and memorability.
I will say though, Jim Carrey as Robotnik was
great.
splendid. He's
I agree.
Such a fun guy.
I'm generally not a big Jim Carrey guy, but or bird, but I do enjoy. I thought he fit that role pretty well.
Like the way that he moved was for me the most enjoyable. Like his body language was extremely funny to watch.
Just picture you watching and be like, wow, he really does have those moves like Jagger. I'm genuinely sad Sam isn't here to cringe at me making references to like 2010s pop culture as if it happened yesterday, and everyone is like, ha ha ha, yes.
That is strong Raffi energy.
Oh no, my unfortunate brand.
Talking about Maroon 5 as if they were Queen.
I mean, you are consistently drawn back to Animals as a song.
That song is such hot trash. I do kind of love it, and it is the perfect mashup fodder. Can a bird get an Audino?
Find out more with Ken Levine. Wait, what's his name?
Wait. Ken Levine is the BioShock guy?
Shit, that's not the
I also confused the two. It's Adam Levine, I think, is the Maroon 5 guy.
Levine.
Ken, Adam, and Avril should form
Team up.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy X-3.
Just BioShock more infinite.
Wait. How much damage did Mud Killer take? Should I be concerned? No, we're fine. Okay, we're fine. These Timber are the most concerning people in the lineup, but aside from the actual bosses that we have to fight later.
So far, yeah, no one's died, right?
We've had a single fatality in the name of progress, and to be honest, we take those. The unit wasn't pulling their weight, and now they've been replaced by something stronger.
Sometimes the wheels of history must be greased by blood.
Damn.
By Audino.
There are no bloodless revolutions.
Did you name that Audino Agnus Dei by any chance?
I keep wanting to call them Big Cutie, but that was the previous timeline's Audino.
Shout out to Big Cutie.
Big shout out to Big Cutie, the real one.
Emoji.
Died a worthless, meaningless, and just unnecessary death.
This one was called, oh my god, I do not remember what it was called. It just did not sit in my memory the same. Wow.
Oh wow, yeah, I'm like,
It clearly wasn't important. It was not an important factor.
This was not a big first loss.
No.
So much for the emotional connection in the Nuzlocke run.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did a eulogy for it, but that was in the previous timeline.
Yeah, we haven't done a eulogy for this one.
No, I mean that's when the run is over, right?
And I'm very fond of that tradition.
That was very funny.
Rap game Nuzlocke.
Air cutter. Oh, okay. Moves. A real move. Love that.
That's no fake move.
Air cutter is like reasonable crit chance, right? Let me go look. It turned out that raising a Pidove was actually okay. Yeah. High crit chance, 55.
Ooh.
That's okay. 55
I mean,
is like 5 more
better
damage
than
Tackle
Gust.
does. Yes, that is true. The fact that cannot be denied.
And I'm pretty sure Gust
Star
does
20.
less damage than Tackle, so...
Oh, geez, I need to update more of my thing.
I'm sure some of your stuff has evolved since. You definitely have a Pig
Yes.
Knight now. I think I am probably ready to start marching through the gym.
Because the both of you have been like grinding a little time.
Yeah. We from previous experience, we know that we want to be around level 18 before we fight the gym leader.
Yeah. Because this is what, run 5?
4.
4. Okay. Well, you know, there's always the 5th.
Not always.
Not always. Sometimes you succeed.
Sometimes you quit.
I mean, Caster, speak for yourself. Sometimes I succeed.
Okay. All right. I see. Do we get just... Okay, we don't. I do need
let's
an
see.
escape rope.
I have Pups Gang at 19, Veraboots at 20, and then like 215.
Oh, you're way ahead of me.
Chaos. Well, it's like I'm at 20, 19, 15, 15, 11, and 8.
Right. Okay. I've been spreading them a little more evenly than that, and I've not necessarily been trying to hunt down Ordino specifically. I'll work my way through these trainers, and then if it turns out that some levels are lacking, then we'll go back in to the forest and try and get things over the line, because we're probably in a pretty decent stead now to at least fight all the trainers without too much issue. It's the level 20 Watchhog that is the main problem. It decided to not use Retaliate on the previous timeline for me, which was an interesting choice on its part.
Is that this game's version of the level 20 Goldenrod Miltank?
Yeah, it knows Retaliate, which is a normal move, so it gets the bonus damage of matching type. It's double damage if the previous Pokemon fainted in battle, and it will usually open with that on its move because it's the ace of the trainer, right? And following that up, it also has Hypnosis. So it can be very annoying in terms of both immediately revenge killing a Pokemon, and in a format where, you know, if the Pokemon dies, it's done, is a problem. So we're concerned about it, you know, getting off a lucky Retaliate and immediately removing one of our Pokemon from the timeline.
Right, so reduce this Pokemon's design to its sort of like most functional components. You would just like be up against a gun.
It's kind of like it's a gun with a single bullet, and then it starts pistol whipping you afterwards.
Oh my god. Shoot first, whip later, ask questions maybe?
I really hate the fact that I can easily see shoot first, whip later on like a diagram of someone whipping and nene-ing.
I was going to say is that like a flowchart Ken kind of circumstance? It's like shoot first, then if they jump, whip.
Yeah. Because the nene has you stick your hand up in the air, it's a great anti-air technique.
Quarter circle back, XY for the whip.
Oh no, this isn't XY, this is black and white.
Oh man.
This Patrat leading on a bide, but we're fine. We're fine. Go away, Patrat. I'm tired of bide. How did they make that move genuinely scary for this gen? Honestly.
Which one?
Bide, where it like sits for 2 turns and then retaliates with double damage.
And it has +1 priority.
Yeah, it's the only context I have for Bide is just basically like in Pokemon Ruby or Sapphire, you have these C dots in the early zone always doing Bide, but then you kill them before they set it off. So I think it's just that association that makes it so you know.
You're like, oh yeah, baby move, whatever, who cares? And then,
Oh, cool, this cashew tries to attack me. Well, I eat it.
just wait until it eats you back with twice the power.
No! The cashews become a chestnut.
And that became a chestnut. And was chestnut actually good as a Pokemon? The design is cool. I liked all the starters of Gen 6, but I don't know how...
With bulletproof.
Yeah, they were all designed really neat, but I don't necessarily know how combat viable any of them were. This trainer actually has X defense. I don't think I've ever seen her use one. Huh. Who knew that this was a thing that they had available to them?
Oh, gentle thems. I need your opinion. Guild Gear, Strive, Testament is back. What do you think of them?
Yes, very good. I'm sad that they are no longer a hazard character, because I quite like that archetype in fighting games. But that's not what Strive wants to be, so it's no longer around. The design, amazing. It's on my list to actually start trying to play Strive again, because I played it a little bit when it came out and got like the collector's pass, so I have Testament, but I haven't had the chance to kind of like, you know, properly pop it open and play it again with the mount.
On your list of cosplay, and I was like, okay.
Ha! I mean,
never get a top hat.
I own a top hat actually. It's in a cardboard box in my mum's attic. But yeah. My uni days, I owned a top hat for cosplay. Not one that I would like wear out and about as part of a regular street outfit. I was never that kind of teen. I'm dating somebody who was that kind of teen, but
I did have a point in high school where I wore a felt top hat a little bit. It was extremely cheap and bad, and I'm glad I stopped.
My first icon on Steam when I first started playing like online games was a top hat. I was like 14, and I thought it was so cool.
You know,
it is cool. Oh, I forgot. Roggenrola gets iron defense, right? At like level 19.
Yes, it does.
I'm just gonna walk straight through this gym. I don't know why I'm stressing. Everything's fine. Yeah. Because in our last run when we were up against Lenora, we both had Roggenrolas, and it was a entirely straightforward time. We managed to find the single piece to the puzzle.
Just show up to the gym battle and put down a stone and never and act like it's a Roggenrola, but it's just a rock. Like, this rock is so sturdy.
And now I switch out. Let's not be a hero. Lillipup doesn't have pursuit, we're fine. Oh, didn't one of your Pokemon die to pursuit on a previous timeline?
Oh, I think that did happen, yeah.
Oof, gross.
Not pleasant. Let's see, I'm through 2 of the fights, and...
Okay, so we walked through all of that pretty straightforwardly, but I do want to get my Roggenrola to get iron defense before I start trying to chew up the gym leader.
Poffins? Oh my gosh.
Poffins? That's Gen 4. I don't think there is a feeding item in this.
Well, it's mentioned in the book.
I wonder if there are, you know, when there's a really popular franchise, somebody will make a book that's like cook food inspired by or based on the food in the thing. Very recently, a Halo one got released, which, bizarre. I don't think any character has eaten anything in the entire history of the Halo franchise.
And all of the things on the cover just look like they're off of a freaking.
It's just a burger, like
yeah, a Subway sandwich. It's like or submarine sandwich. But they really do look like they're just like from Subway.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if there has been. I don't think there's been an official one, but I wonder if there's been, the various poker foods that you can make, like being able to make candy that looks like poker blocks. Or the macarons that you get in X and Y.
So, not on that level, I'm not sure, but there have been Pokemon-inspired curries.
Mm.
You get like Slowpoke curry, which is, they color the meat pink and add a little like vegetable with I think they just get like pink food coloring on what's the I'm thinking of
like a daikon radish or something that'd be pretty white and easy to color
with the white point at the end, and then just put it out and give it a certain shape, and it's like, oh, it's like you're eating a Slowpoke. That's awful.
This is bad, actually.
Or the Smurf curry that they once did.
I guess that's not really what I have in mind. I meant more that, instructions so you could cook the thing at home. Because I guess there are lots of those kind of like theme cafes in Japan where you can go and get like a Kirby dessert. But I mean, like, if I wanted to make the old gâteau, how do I go make that? Which is basically just a mochi block colored purple, as I recall. But it's a similar, it's the name of the old chateau in Japanese. The food that they give you is also a rhyming pun. So they turned the old chateau into the old gâteau as the item that you get, but it's some different similar pun in Japanese that I don't know. But yeah, it's supposed to be a block of purple mochi. Which sounds great. I love mochi.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Oh, it's like a dessert, like a small dessert made from like glutinous rice flour, so it's all soft and stretchy.
I've seen it before, but it's not the kind of thing that I can look at and guess how it tastes. Important thing before we fight this gym leader, I'm realizing that I did not give it a sufficient guess for Natural's middle name.
Yes.
I feel like his middle name. Okay, is it Historia? Wait, no. Hold on. I know, because you said it was something like. Oh no, I've already forgotten what you said it was close to. But it was.
Can I give a hint?
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the one hit.
No, the Historia was close.
Okay. All I can think of is Historica, but that makes it longer. Let's see.
Please. Just hitting myself in confusion 3 times in a row. Okay, no, it's not you. It's not you. It's just the supersonic being really good when it's against me, but if I use it, it's bad.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I've healed up, and I'm gonna see if I can get Pupskank 20.
Yeah, I need to specifically hunt for some Ordino so I can actually get my Rug and Roller up to 20, because this is a bit silly. Oh, there we go. Oh, that actually took no time at all. Lucky.
Okay, with Historia, you can't... If you change the I, that wouldn't make it... The I at the end, you wouldn't be able to do anything with that. It has to be changing the A. But like maybe it's Historian, which it's definitely not. Historioso. Yeah, God, I really want Italian N with like what I say for naturalicio.
So Historia is
Naturally
similar,
similar,
but it's got it's the wrong root word that you're currently using. You want to choose a different root word than that.
Oh, okay. I thought I was too close, or I thought I was closer than I was.
Okay. We have Iron Defense, and now I need to think about my best plan of attack on this. I might just lead on an X attack and Iron Defense, and then just push for the sweep.
I would suggest Iron Defense first.
Oh, to survive a wayward, like, crit takedown.
Also because I remember he opens with a lead a lot, or lead. So if you use Iron Defense, then that is like just...
You're still at +1 on the other side of that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Oops, that's not the one I have. Wisteria.
Wisteria is a fun color, but you're further away from what you're trying to do here.
I know.
You gotta try and just really, match the tone of what we're going for.
I mean, also thinking about the general theming of black and white and what N stands for. Actually, the name is actually quite relevant.
Just like
okay, well, I would say first and second names maybe. I challenge.
Gropius, no. Gropius is just.
Gropius was just a choice.
But the first two names are actually pretty relevant to what is going on with N as a person and the general thesis statement of this game.
No,
Lake Victoria, Gropius.
Yeah, okay. Some relevant themes. There's independence. I don't think I'm gonna massage that into a word.
Oh, independence is a Gen 7 joint, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, I'm thinking of there's equality, egalitarianism. Yes. Equalitaria.
So we were talking about. I don't need to go back to the Pokemon Center. I literally just healed. We were talking about this earlier this stream, where one of the reasons why one of the lead designers wanted to set this in New York is because he visited and saw the type of people that were in New York.
Yes. Natural diverse Italia.
I mean, I guess tonally closer. In terms of it sounding like the correct word, definitely not.
Okay, natural desegregatio gropius.
No. That's like an Italian middle word. We already know there's N is not Italian.
Okay. I'll give you a semantic.
Oh.
So it has
you're
to.
back.
It has to resonate.
Oh, Harmonia! Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. And now that I've completed that, I can finally deliver my N rap to the tune of Pumpkin Hill.
All right, Lenora.
Yep, I'm running over. I got my dog's 20.
Oh,
so
I really should have given Rug and Roller a hold item, but it's too late now.
Just if you can wait like 30 seconds. I'll be right
No, I had pressed A little earlier than I had meant to.
You don't need to start the battle.
Ah,
Or you can start the battle. No, it's fine.
we can just chill here. It's fine. We can just let our characters bounce for a little bit.
Okay, let's see. Yes, I am going to give held items chesto berries because please do not fall asleep, anyone. I'm probably gonna have to give held items to
Yeah, I didn't have the wherewithal to think about holddowns before going into this, and I might make my life a little harder. But we move.
Hypnosis has a pretty low accuracy. I think it's like a coin flip.
And I do have Chestos and Awakenings in my inventory, so it's not like I'll be SOL.
I think it'll be okay.
But
you get those, like, you get the iron defenses off. Even if they put you to sleep, they're not going to be able to capitalize on it. Okay, I'm just doing a last check of my loadout. Yep. Okay, I'm heading in.
All right.
Kick some Lenora tail.
Leading on black, that speeds me. Okay. And with the flinch hacks. Yep. Yeah.
It's not flinch hacks if it happens once.
It's happening twice.
It did happen to. Okay. Jeez.
Garbage. I hate this game.
I think I can get away with just going for arm thrust right off the gate. This does big damage, and I don't want to let this thing live.
Don't worry, I've got an embarrassing video game memory ready to go.
Oh yeah, or fanfic memory. I'm pretty sure they're one and the same.
Okay, that now does considerably less, and we are no longer scared. You are no longer scared.
You are kidding me. I pop arm thrust, it hits me a minimum number of times, it leaves it with a sliver of health. I need a refund.
Hey viewers, if you want to support Caster and Raffi in this really hard situation in the gym battle in the Soul Link Nuzlocke run, then hit that subscribe button and send some money their way, okay? Thanks.
Okay, Hypnosis 1 missed.
You've got through to the stage 2 already. Alright.
And I killed it with a full volley of 5 arm thrusts before it could
Love to have a fighting type. Goodness me. It's fine though. We'll work on.
Now 23 and is
We're properly set up now, so we're in a position where we can start marching through this, I think. Especially since I was able to get a lot of defense drops off. So
here we go. Caster, I know what you need to give you power. And that is the N-Wrap to the tune of Pumpkin Hill.
41 attack. That's low? 41 feels low.
Give me a beat.
Boom, boom.
Come, rougher than the groupiest, the ropiest, tougher than tropiest. You can call me natural. Unlike Caster, I'm irrational. My Pokédex is always staying national. I look like a Cheeto, chest like a Dorito. I take out the trash like Danny DeVito. Unlike the rest, I'm independent since my first breath. First test. Guesses don't count. That man ain't the best.
Hey! Air horns! Air horns! Absolutely, they got hypnosis off. Okay. Yes. Alright.
Did it help? I think it helped.
It helped. It helped. They've already used their super potion, so I just need to clear this sleep and then I should probably be fine. Status restore, awakening, use.
I enjoy how you asked for, who said like, give me that Pumpkin Hill beat, and then you did the other song.
That's true. That is very true, actually.
I may have conflated the two. Please don't expose me as a fake fan.
Fake Sonic fan here.
No.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I had to go with the original Sonic. No. So I fall into the abyss.
It's too much.
Oh my God, Lenora just
metal voice. Oh no.
Yeah. Right, die. I forgot your defense has been lowered a couple times. We're fine.
Crash.
Oh gosh, the facial and mouth animation in Sonic Adventure is so good.
Love those faces. I love those faces.
Wow.
Just full tongue out.
Love to have a second badge. I actually have physical props of all the Gen 5 badges. I use them as brooches to hold scarves in place and things like that.
Cute. And now we've got to go find out what's going on with Team
Oh.
Rocket.
That's their name, Team Not Rocket.
Then no one will suspect that they're secretly Team Rocket. Yeah, Ruben, I'm glad you're here to keep Caster occupied so I can take like 5 to 10 minutes on rhymezone.com trying to rewrite the first verse.
Okay, can you rhyme something with orange?
Door hinge. Easy.
Oh, fuck you. You've played Monkey Island, damn it.
yeah.
I mean that's kind of the oldest one in the book.
Uh-huh. Okay, so
The difficulty with rhyming things with orange is assuming that you want to go and do A, a double rhyme, and B, that the double rhyme has to be one word when it super doesn't. Because that could be, I don't know, off the top of my head, more fringe also rhymes with orange, depending.
no. You're trying to rhyme with orange? Forgive part of my French, but that's pretty cringe.
More cringe would definitely be, yeah.
Yeah, hey Ruben, what rhymes with purple? Nurple is not a word, you're not allowed to use it.
Steeple.
Definitely does not rhyme with steeple, friend.
It does for me, and it's a joking aid.
It depends. Again,
Okay.
if you're using it in the context of rapping and you're using pull as the kind of like linking syllable, then using purple and steeple together would be perfectly fine.
Yeah, exactly. See? I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
You're just limited.
I think you need to raise your standards.
Your rap standards.
Being able to have like the interesting complexities in rap verses is mostly about kind of using interesting fragments within words to get the rhythm and patterning in there. So yeah. I think that's fine.
Steeple and I think the thing that gets me is like, yes, the pull part, it's the same sound, but ste and per are so far from each other that like they're not even like slant rhyming.
Also go for alliteration. Go with an MEP word.
Or are you kind of like, maybe the rhyming that you're trying to work with is using the per half of the syllable instead, and there are the variety of different sets of ways you could get that just to link into each other as a sentence. There's options, but they're definitely harder to go and find links into and out of. But when it comes to, I find when it comes to working with trying to do raps, it's not as straightforward as just doing couplets where the end of the both words have to rhyme exactly in their multisyllable parts, and if it's not doing that, it's wrong. But yeah, purple is definitely harder. Especially when you could, say like violet or something and get fucking weird with it.
Always do the thing that
And Caster woke up and chose violet today.
Oh, maybe you can do like the pun thing where what is it?
Like, both of these are bad.
I'm going nuts. Cashew, and then rhyme the next thing with cashew.
Oh, like a hashtag rap. Yeah.
Yeah. The hashtag it? I like that.
That's how it used to be described, when it's kind of like a da and you don't say like you kind of leave the beat in between and then you say the connecting word. That's usually described as a hashtag rap. Ow.
There's a clipping song that only does that, and I love it. It's called Shooter, and David Diggs goes, "Don't move nothing, statue. Shoot about to go nuts, cashew."
I forgot that one of these children is named Mayo. I am. Surely this won't get this channel banned.
Or quad, local pointing, white.
Please, this was a poor exchange. At least Razor Leaf is physical, and this was less miserable than I was expecting. But oof, I forgot that these two show up with Swaddles that spam Razor Leaf, but we are out here. Oh, this is an opportunity to capture a new Pokemon.
Oh right. Oh wait. Yeah. No death, so no shame patrol. But yeah, that is a chance to capture a new Pokemon. I'm honestly like, do I just keep pouring XP into Verhoots because she is going to get huge? Like,
I mean, you know, having that as your lead is a strong and sensible choice. You don't need to evenly level up a team of 6.
That is true. You know, I'll keep rolling with it.
In fact, it's probably more pertinent to focus on 1 to 2 Pokemon per leg of gym proceedings, because it's definitely going to be Verhoots and Pidove that is going to be like lead focus up until Berg dies for me, because that's how I'm going to be handling that. But
the implication behind that phrasing being that when all of your Pokemon die, you yourself die.
a little bit of myself dies every time I see one of my Pokemon fall in battle. Torment, huh? Oh, that's fine. That's an easy switch in. Because yeah, you're right that by the time one of our starters get to their stage 2 Evo, they will be in a position to start and keep steamrolling things. And getting them to like level 32 early is valid as hell strat. Okay, what did we get? I already have a Pidove, so I can re-roll the die. It's fine. I'm glad I'm not on camera because of the face of, like, express disappointment that I had. That hit harder than I was expecting. Excuse you.
To see if I can catch something nice. And his name is Petaloo. Oh.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can't always have nice things.
A reasonable upgrade from Simisage Cottony, so I basically got the same thing.
Is Petaloo reasonable? I gotta hold on, I gotta...
Petaloo gets that leech seed spam, that good.
Like, my little monkey friend just learned leech seed, though.
Ah, right. And to be honest, I was hoping for Venipede, but you know, we move.
I mean, how could you not hope for Venipede?
At the very least, if this thing eats it, then I'm not going to be losing too much sleep over it.
Bulbapedia is struggling right now. I guess
No.
I'll never know. Ooh, that didn't catch him. Whack.
Okay, and let's go for a Great Ball.
I'm afraid if I bite it again, then it will die.
Okay, Cottony obtained.
Okay, I'm just waiting on Petaloo to behave.
Wait, you're already past the second gym? That went by that fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, second gym didn't stand up to us.
I looked away for 2 seconds, like, oh no, you're just done.
Well, no, that fight went really quickly when you have the right Pokemon.
Yeah, apparently.
It seems that was the info gathering on the previous timelines was a lot of specifically learning what is the correct Pokemon to not die horrendously for each leg of the journey. And then if there isn't one, crying. But
Okay, what the hell? I'm gonna spend a great ball because I want you to stop leech seeding all my health away.
mhm.
Okay, so like Petalil's special attack is better than Pansage's attack, so at least there's that. It definitely has. Well, the bulk is actually vaguely even. Okay, Petalil caught. Let's give this funny little thing a name.
Mhm.
Oh, let's see.
I am pleased to announce that Anda has drawn Among Us.
The mushroom.
No, the Among Us.
Amoongus. All right. Yeah.
It was for money.
Understandably. I would be confused as to any other reason why you might. Also, hi, hello. I hope you're doing very well today.
I'm doing very well. How's everybody?
We're good. Looking forward to my 4-day weekend for Easter break, you know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, Cassie, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Herb.
Howdy, Herb. Howdy, Herb. That's
Yeah.
Two separate words.
That
Mhm.
is nice. Howdy, Herb.
Howdy.
That's like the social weed. Just talk to someone, the new person.
Howdy, Herb.
Give me some of that howdy herb.
Oh, howdy, Herb. Yeah, here you go. You're new here. Here, relax. Give someone a howdy, Herb.
Do I need howdy herb on my team, considering I already have a solid grass type? Probably not.
Is it just a freaking doobie with a smiley face at the end?
It's like one of those really early 90s gifs. It has like a face and big like white cartoon gloves, and it like waves at you.
420.
God bless.
Every time you exhale and you do like a puff cloud, it's just a smiley face.
I
A happy family.
am now realizing that I would love to get art of Raffi in like the silly, like tacky art style with a giant boof in their mouth, like in the same style as Ralsei with a boof. I've never seen it in my entire life, and I don't really intend to, but
The imagery is too strong, especially with the rose-tinted glasses look you currently rock.
Rappy's like wearing like a weed pattern tank top. With
hold
bucket
on.
Ah yes, there is Venipede. Where were you 2 encounters ago?
Okay, I'm looking at these, and Petalil has a minus special attack nature, so I'm not intending to do that.
Bad, actually. Oh, no pursuit. All right, we're fine.
Okay, I misremembered for some reason when you mentioned a like weed pattern tank top, my brain went to trying to remember what the design was on the Thomas Jefferson trans thing with the
Hamilton fan character thing that somebody on Tumblr made forever ago. I know what you mean.
A Hamilton fan character thing.
That's specifically why it's a thing. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, are we talking about Miku binders?
Yeah, couldn't remember if that one was Miku or weed.
I met God, she's black.
That's all shit. Oh man, I recently found out that there's more than just Miku Binder Thomas Jefferson.
Yes.
There's multiple.
There's a whole pantheon. I see.
The whole founding fathers of Tumblr.
The founding family, the founding fathers of Tumblr is a very funny concept to me.
He's got Super Hulock.
Mm.
as a guy.
Yeah, I guess what would be the characterful manifestation of Omegaverse as an entity?
Just a homestuck troll with with stunner shades.
Yeah, all like overlorded by the one and only Tumblr sexy man.
The one slayer, yeah.
Oh, it's not just the one slur. There's like an entire list of a dozen or so characters that have managed to give Tumblrites brainworms in exactly the same way, as far as I understand.
Yeah, what is that? What is that character from Deltarune? That's
Well, Spamton.
Spamton.
I wanted to say Germa, but I knew that was wrong.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, like Tumblr sexy man Spamton. Another founding father or founding parent, I guess, would be the girl who stole bones from.
Oh God, I remember that. Wow.
Wow, I do not remember that. Had not heard.
That was a seminal moment.
There is a very, very good. I guess it counts as a YouTube essay. It's mostly just a recount of what the fuck that even was, discussing that and the I guess early era apology posting that associated with that, and it's all very interesting. I'll have to link it to you, Rafi, after the stream.
I would appreciate it.
Fascinating garbage.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to rub graves. I guess.
I didn't mean to violate the Geneva Conventions.
I didn't want to use mustard gas on the soldiers at Verdun. I'm so fucking sorry.
Fucking spelt incorrectly.
Yes.
There's one of these that comes to the Shane Dawson cat one. Not saying that one on stream.
You just, oh man, I blocked that out of my memory banks, but not anymore. No, not anymore.
Welcome back.
It's there.
Welcome back.
See, we have dropped down to 6 viewers.
Suffering.
Thank you all for joining us through these trials and tribulations of clawing our way back to where we were and facing the
Yeah, this is all technically territory everybody's already seen, but I'm glad you're here for this premium. No, what's the term? The top banter we are providing on this occasion.
Yes, the bands. Ruben, your mic's getting kind of weird.
Oh yeah, I was holding down push to talk, my bad.
I forgive you.
Thank you. I don't forgive you for bringing up
Shane Dawson's
cat.
That's okay.
But I realized that my lack of forgiveness means no. Let me finish.
No.
Let me finish the sentence. I'm talking here.
No. Let me finish. I'm gonna start a new sentence.
Just, I guess my lack of forgiveness means nothing when you hold the the ammo over my Pokemon singing in front of the class.
Yes. Yeah. Your dignity in your eyes means nothing to me.
I don't want your pity, or I don't want your fear, Ruben. I want your awe.
Well, you gonna?
Me? Would you like to sing "To Be a Master"?
No, not again.
What were you gonna say, Anta?
Oh, all I was gonna say was name your next Pokemon Shane Dawson's cat.
I am so glad that won't fit. You know, if we ever do get this run specifically, future runs don't count. This run, if we catch a what's the dark cat?
Oh, Purloin.
Yeah, if we catch a Purloin, my name submission will be Shane.
Okay, noted.
Thank you.
And Nathan's, if a caster catches also a Purloin, name it Dawson.
I mean, it would be to be a Shane, right? If we're taking all of the in-jokes to stream full circle, which you have to, that's how improv comedy works.
Yeah, if anyone feels alienated by what we're talking about, the streams are recorded, and you have about 48 hours of content to go through.
I'm getting better at mirroring it to YouTube relatively swiftly after we record.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I know I've had some people where like I will say that, hey, I'm streaming this, and they'll go like, oh, is it going to be on YouTube? Because I can't watch on Twitch right now, but I want to see it.
And it appears there eventually, but more swiftly as of late. It usually depends on like, oh, how many other things are taking up my non-working evenings for me to sit down and remember to do it. But it should be easy enough to go get this up pretty quickly over the weekend.
I actually got my dad to watch the first episode of Our Blades in the Dark. And
interesting.
All he said was, Ruben, you play a freaky guy.
I mean, that would be pretty true and consistent across most of the characters you've played.
Yeah, true.
Goin notwithstanding, but like Kim came as part of the package deal with Goin, so.
Exactly. Or the version of HCE I did for the Morgue, I think. That Tom hosted.
Oh yeah, that version of HCE. Yeah. When that came up the other day, I was like, oh, you mean the Stars Without Number 2 shot? But no, there've been multiple incarnations of that fellow.
Yeah. It's HCE is a reference to like a Samuel Delaney character whose initials go by who goes by the initials HCE, but it means a different thing every single time. So I like to just introduce that across different narratives. It's just a joke, just for me.
Sometimes it's nice to have a fragment of a character idea show up in multiple things. In the campaigns that the Net Battlers campaigns that Will and I have been in, there've been a lot of returning characters from previous campaigns in different contexts. Maybe they're older or their job has changed or some kind of thing where they're the same person, sorta, kinda. Like the actor is shared, maybe. Maybe it's the best way of putting it that way. If it was cast as a TV show, the actor is the same, which I quite like. It's a nice way to...
Yeah, very fun.
Shout out to Arcana Core bringing back
Arcana Core.
Oh, there are a whole bunch of characters like that in Arcana Core as NPCs.
Again,
Theoretically, one from every campaign that somebody would have been in previously, aside from Tom. Mostly because the D&D 3.5 campaign that he ran, that I was in, was during our university days and so long ago. The finer details of it were unfortunately things I no longer remembered to be able to bring back. But I think some of the energy was there because that was also a unusual supernatural combat unit like organization that the characters were in that campaign. And that is definitely what Ryder is. Definitely what Ryder is.
Oh man, I'm really trying to do something with Captain Zilla here, and I am just aghast at how Gust has a base power of 1.
Yeah, Air Cutter is doing a lot more work. Actually, is there anything that I have in my inventory that I can like? Who should be getting Retaliate, maybe? Because if Captain Zilla can learn Retaliate, that's actually a reasonable shout. No, can't. Remember Howl can, but I think Takedown is better? But the chance to not deal self-inflicted damage is possibly a more sensible enterprise. Retaliate does 70 with 5 PP. Takedown is 90 with 85 accuracy. Yeah, Retaliate I think is probably a better move, especially since I'm going to be using Bite for flinch hacks anyway. Okay.
To check, were we thinking of going for like another half hour or so?
Yeah, we normally run for about 3 hours. So,
So I think that technically would be 15 minutes from now, but
Yes.
I could probably do a little bit longer.
Okay, yeah. And I don't have work tomorrow, so I can go for that extra half hour without it being a problem.
Yeah, I'd like to see if we can get out of this dang forest.
Oh, it takes a while. This is a pretty long dungeon, as I recall.
It sure is, friend. It certainly is.
But it's opportunity to get Captain Zilla raised up.
Do any of you have Easter plans?
Easter plans? Not really. As it happens, I have tabletop RPG recording on Friday afternoon. And then aside from that, I have it relatively open. I might do a crafting stream on Saturday. I've been doing like mini painting and stuff on like daytimes on Saturdays sometimes, and it's really chill. It also forces me to finish things.
Yeah, I like that you've started incorporating that in the things that you stream on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I personally am going to be entombed in a cave shortly, so that I can properly commemorate the occasion.
Raffi is risen.
I hope so. Guess we'll find out.
Raffi has risen. Get busy.
I outlevel and outspeed this timber, but I am still scared of rock throw.
It probably has a low special defense. I'd be surprised if it could just. It's not going to insta-kill you though. Well,
Nah. It's not gonna one-shot me. Oh, it's a bide. Fuck me. Okay. Well, I guess this means it guarantees a kill. Yeah. We're guaranteed a kill. Ugh.
Fun and joy and funny joy.
Mm-hmm. God, timber is a surprising threat. Oh, we have the elemental monkeys to deal with from the various ranges on the ride over. That's right.
What about in the game?
Yeah, these ranges. I'm on the way to Aldi, just gonna go get some groceries, and somebody just leaps out with a kind of like monkey in like an organ grinder music box thing and challenges me to a battle.
Don't you hate it when you get beset? You're going onto the Lido and you get beset by the monkeys of see no evil, hear no evil, do no evil. Like, I'm just trying to get
the 3 base elements.
I'm just trying to buy the box wine. It's €350. Come on. Let me at it.
Is buying way too cheap alcohol seeing or doing evil?
It's the secret fourth one, doing evil. Wait.
Oh, there is actually a fourth one, do no evil. Actually, because it's see, hear, and speak no evil normally, and then there's a hidden fourth one of do no evil, and the monkey is covering its crotch.
I learned that from Sekiro.
Really?
Yeah, there's literally a boss in Sekiro where you have to kill the monkeys that see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil. And there's like one of them can see really well and runs away from you if you has just like a huge aggro range and just runs away. Hear no evil, you have to go stealth mode. Speak no evil is like has a bunch of ads it keeps summoning, and then the fourth one is do no evil is always invisible and behind you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bad.
Lore implications. Yeah, it's but that's how I learned about the hidden fourth monkey boss.
I love bonus monkey boss. That's good lore.
Ape Escape. Donkey Kong. The fourth Kong brother.
Okay, so wait, there's Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Trixie Kong,
Funky Kong. I don't know whether he's a family member necessarily. I assume so, considering the name.
You know what? Internet Donkey Kong family tree.
Pedigree of Kong.
Because, like, is Is it Candy Kong? Is the one that Rare decided to give very large breasts and is your save
I think so.
person? Is she related to the rest of the Kong family? Because that's complicated.
Candy Kong is Donkey Kong's girlfriend, it seems.
Okay, so they are. Well, I have to assume they are married if Kong is supposed to be a surname. Because if they are dating and share Kong as a surname, that is a problem.
Okay, so here we go. Cranky Kong married Wrinkly Kong. Wrinkly Kong is dead. Cranky Kong had Donkey Kong Jr. Donkey Kong Jr. had Donkey Kong. Yeah, right? Diddy Kong is Donkey Kong's nephew. Dixie Kong is Diddy's girlfriend. Tiny Kong is Dixie's younger sister. Funky Kong is Donkey Kong's friend. Hold on, is this
Like friends who just shows up from time to time. A Sunday friend.
Friends.
A Sunday friend.
Yes, the Kong Underground. I have to now describe that idea as Sunday friend on a regular basis to a wider number of people and see how many people respond to that as a concept, because that is actually now very funny to me.
That whole character is written perfectly. Have you also met the price stabilité?
Yeah. The said Sunday friend who is just a really bland accountant or something.
It's like the diplomat who gives you who never gives you a straight answer.
I suppose that's supposed to be a very looks at camera moment, but
Yeah, no, that is definitely like a type of character that's very prevalent in the EU political space. But what I love about that entire conversation is that he talks about we have to tackle inflation. It is currently at 2%, and then you can ask 2% of what? What is that 2%?
You're not making any sense. Just screaming. Yeah, I mentioned it in passing, but the process of the church disco club arc, or whatever that is probably the most I have enjoyed the game so far. A mixture of what they intend to do and the people involved and the various quite intricate ways that you need to be involved to make it all work was really nice. I enjoyed that a lot.
Is the climax of the game and not the climax that of the entire narrative that and kind of establishes that this entire world is much bigger than just the murder mystery going on. And I feel it feels so correct that they would end it with a massive dance party that transcends reality.
Although this is a thing that Disco Elysium likes to do a lot, and is probably the thing that makes me grumble the most, where you are really clever and you're really thorough and you find a whole bunch of things and you have solved the puzzle. There is nothing left for you to do to not solve the puzzle, and then the game will still be but you still fail though. Okay. And for those, I just soft reset for, because who cares? It's a single player game. It caught me by surprise that to be able to get the really interesting outcome from that dance party, you kind of need to get 3 not necessarily trivial roles to work in your favor in a row, with no ability to save in between. I'm oh, I see. Especially if you fail one of them, you are specifically racist to Kim about it, and I'm why? There is nothing.
Ruben, your mic's getting kind of filtered out. Are you covering with something?
I think they're on a phone mic at the moment, so it's going to be a little worse than normal anyway.
Oh, sure, but it just kind of sounded like their thumb was on the mic.
Oh, sorry, might have been accidental.
You're good.
No, better now.
Cool. Yeah, the fail check of ordering Kim to, enter the dance floor, that just creates such a schism of, this is, you were like, as a player, you're like, oh my god, this is going to be so hype, and then it just, boom, pulled the rug under you, and it's like, oh, this is actually the worst moment in your life.
I mean, I get that the game as a whole is all kind of like, oh man, there are some things in life that are just miserable, you need to face them down. There are people that are really unpleasant in the world, and I'm like, yes, I understand this. The majority of the game is about this, but let me not accidentally, because I was not intentionally racist to Kim, and would definitely not want to do that otherwise,
Then we've talked about this, but like that's when you realize, the character you're playing is not the character you want the cop to be.
Sure.
There is already a personality and an inclination to him, and like when you fail, that's when the true cop comes out, and you're like, oh, you're actually a terrible person.
Yeah. I don't know how well that sits with me in execution. Works fine for me in theory, but
exposed to racism, as a player, and having all those like really hateful moments that are quite shocking to encounter, whether or not it's contextualized well. There is sort of like a shock value in that, and you like games that go for the uncomfortable factor through shock often don't land it very well.
But those small moments in between other times where I am very much enjoying myself, but it did kind of hit me as a kind of like, I was having so much fun. I was enjoying the video game that you made.
And then I said a slur. Oops.
The shadow of Measurehead looms long.
You're making me wish I got to the end of the dance party bit.
Yeah, dance party's cool. Like, I guess I've talked about when people talk about when I've talked about why I enjoy cyberpunk as a genre and why I like exploring it. It's disenfranchised people finding joy in making art in a world that would otherwise have you not want you to exist. And a lot of the dance party arc, if you get them to not sell drugs in the building, kind of reflects that pretty strongly. And the more that you talk to them, the more that they realize that actually, they're just all separately trying to find some joy in the world and don't quite know how. And you're in a position to help. And I'm like, yeah. So I guess that's why that bit struck a chord with me in particular. But yeah.
Because it's you are like, I love that whole arc of that whole group. It's like, let's explain the socioeconomic reality and how fleeting that dream is, but they still want to establish a nightclub in a church, which is such a cool idea and an ideal that it's like, okay, this is crazy enough that it might just work despite the material factors involved. Also, I can highly recommend, like if you're ever, because the game has replay value up to the 9s, just cheat in the game and just give yourself max stats and everything. Do a high stat run and just.
That makes all your thoughts constantly interject, right?
Yes, and they have conversations with one another.
I only really saw one instance where they conversed with each other a lot. Well, okay, no, I guess. No, that did happen before a good bit. There's one notable instance which I think is kind of irrelevant to how high your stats are. Which, Ruben, you probably know what I'm talking about. But...
Yeah, good answer.
Yeah, I was going to say, sometimes they argue if they feel that whether somebody is lying or not. And that's quite interesting, actually, because it's a nice way to make it clearly feel that this person is torn, despite, not... It's weird. There are so many games where you hear character inner monologue to direct you on a storyline pathway, and this is doing it in What would be duplicate but like 12 or 14? I forget how many stats you have.
It's 24. Yeah.
Uh.
It's in a lot.
Mhm.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a really funny moment where that also happens where like if you tell Joyce that you've lost your gun,
Mm.
and that Mr. Everard is helping you find your gun, you can tell Joyce that Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun, and that locks you in for the next 2 minutes of only being able to say to Joyce, Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Joyce is panicking because you're having a stroke in front of her. All your thoughts are like, oh shit, all hands on deck. We have to reset him. Where is this coming from? And it's a really funny moment where they just have like where your internal processes go like who's like they have like the bureaucratic debate of like, but whose jurisdiction is this? Like who is responsible for fixing this guy?
What do you mean we all broke him?
Yeah.
It's your fault.
Like, is this rhetoric? Is this interfacing? Who goes about this?
Half-Light is like, I don't go here.
This is like no, like Half-Life is like, this is good actually. This is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I just slapped at level 14 Pat Rat. My fair hoot is at level 25.
Oh wow, you're really leaning in. I've been grinding out Captain Zilla, who's now level 20.
I got Captain Zilla up to like 16 or something like that.
I mean, with a level 19 and a level 20 on hand, I think I'll probably be set to work my way through most of Berg's gym next time. We're not doing that tonight. Because Servine is going to be not necessarily the strongest call against a bunch of potential grass types, a bunch of potential bug types going on. But yeah. So we have to think of other ways to cross this road. Oh, there's also going through the battle company and beating everybody in there.
Yeah, get that XP share.
Oh yes. No, we need to do that like first.
Yeah, in terms of Disco Elysium, I want to replay the game to see more of it, but also I was playing Sorry Cop, so I need to choose a different capo type, and I don't want to do stuff that's gonna make Kim sad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that is.
You got to be superstar cop, baby.
It's so hard to play in the way the game like expects you to play and like not step on Kim's toes in some way. But sometimes you gotta do it for content, you know?
I mean, I got real close to Kim my first run, you know. I got that max trust.
Everyone does, yeah.
Did you say everyone does?
Yeah, though, I mean, like, Kim is such a perfect character. Like, even the worst of the worst people who manage to, like, play BioWare games on the evil route and relish in that, have trouble like, pissing off Kim. But there is an achievement for managing to get Kim to just
hate you the absolute least, yeah.
Yep.
What a difficult timeline that would be. Yeah, I find it really. I get that, you know, like, oh, they're not real people. They're digital constructs. They're not even the thing. But I hate being mean to characters in video games if I can help it, unless they are, you know, specific bigots and fascists, and then I will tell them to fuck off, obviously. But, you know, there's no pointless cruelty is something I never really do in video games much. So the idea of replaying Disco Elysium as like fascist cop is.
I've done it. It sucks.
Ooh.
It's not fun.
Hold on, just a heads up. There's heavy storm going on outside.
Oh,
and I
okay.
heard lightning. Okay, I heard thunder. So if I suddenly disappear, you know why.
Okay, no problem. I think we're about to wrap up
So,
anyway, so it's not a
yeah.
big deal.
I've just gotta. I'm fighting the other trainers on the bridge.
Just enjoying the on this big bridge.
No, before.
Yeah. I was like, wait, can I fight these people? They're just chilling on Skyro Bridge.
Caster, you aren't fighting the people.
I did. I fought everybody on the little bridge in between.
Yeah.
Rat- If you get struck by lightning, would your avatar just turn into a roasted turkey?
I can only hope so.
Mhm.
Then you'd be able to eat me to gain 25 health. Then again, they might hide me in the walls of Castle Wolfenstein, so I don't know.
Let's go stand under the street light. There we go. Perfect.
What would you drop if you got Minecraft killed?
Me? What would I drop? Would it have to be a specific Minecraft item? Because I don't know if I could give you that level of
Absolutely not.
detail. Gosh, I'd probably drop the pair of headphones that I've got on me, right? Because they're probably going to be pretty good. Or or the earring that I have, and it gives you either some kind of elemental resistance or an EXP boost.
I think I would drop a bunch of non-fiction books that would ideologically change any person's life.
Well, you read one and your stats change.
Yeah, exactly. What did you say, Caster?
You read one and your stats change. I remember playing Dragon Warrior Monsters way back when, where the best way to alter the stats of your monsters is to just make them read books until they had the personality type that you wanted.
This one for all you Elden Ring players out there, you offer a larval tier to Renala, and all your stats get to be relocated. Like you get to reinvest in your build, but that happens to you, but you don't actually get to boost anything up again. So you're just stuck at level 1. You're just baby again.
Reject maiden, return to baby. I know that maidens are a meme in Elden Ring. I don't know why. Don't tell me. Or if you did tell me, I will immediately forget. But
well, I mean, kind of maidenless behavior, honestly.
I mean, considering I date exclusively men, yes.
Absolutely. I mean, okay. What would be the sort of? Oh, my ear slipped. The male equivalent of maiden.
Oh, squire, I guess.
Oh.
Squireless behavior.
Squires. Don't feel no squires.
Oh my gosh. On that note, we should probably wrap up for the day. This has been good. This has been productive. We had one fatality, but it was one we were willing to let go in the name of progress. Excellent.
No, good stuff. Great progress. I think we're going to be looking forward to rolling in, kicking Berg in the teeth, and rolling on.
I feel actually equipped to do that this time, whereas before I was internally screaming the entire way.
And I am heartily over-equipped for it. So
Oh, yeah, you're just going to march through it with your fire type.
Yep. Who also knows rollout in case that's useful for the bug types.
This is it.
Gosh.
This is the roguelite run where you can have all the knowledge, you know what's coming, and you have the means to just win.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Gosh, practicing games to get better. Who could that be? Couldn't be me. Put in all this time in learning how many hours have we sank into Nuzlocke, and I still haven't tried to commit to learning a fighting game. Good God.
or a Dark Souls game.
Yeah, I mean,
Across the first bit of resistance from a game. Ugh, miserable.
yeah, no, this is me though. I don't like playing difficult games at all. I hate playing difficult games. But yeah, I mean, as I said, as I think I've said before, I think I would be willing to engage in Dark Souls or similar if somebody was telling me, well, it being an exploration game is also part of the problem. Sandbox games don't sit very well with me either. I also like having very set goals of what I should be doing. So if you gave me a big open map and was like, go explore, I'm like, fuck off, tell me where the next important checkpoint is. But I think I could probably engage with a Dark Souls if somebody was specifically telling me what to do so I'm not wasting my time. The mechanics of Dark Souls, like the swinging and blocking and all that shit, that's fine. I'm not worried about that at all. It's being blindsided by traps or wandering down the pathway that isn't worth going down. That frustrates me about the idea of Dark Souls. It's level design things.
No, my eyes are just doing like the roulette wheel thing or the slot machine thing, and I know, you know, basically.
I mean, Tom, you can drop on chat, but we're about to wrap up for today, fam. You came 3 hours and 10 minutes too late, my G.
Oh, question. Did you get the quick claw?
Yes, I did.
Okay, great. Then yeah, I am rolling across the bridge, so I think now is best time to...
Yeah. But sorry, finish your thought, Ruben. You were getting slot machine eyes to...
Because I know all of the Dark Souls games and Bloodborne and Sekiro and now Elden Ring too. Just I know how it goes, and if you need, you know, a guide, a Sherpa to guide you through the game, I would be so happy and so giddy and not at all punitive or impatient with you as you go and attempt them.
That was the lead-in to kind of talk about that, because I've been playing Metroid Prime off-air with Rafi and adjusting to what the game wants of me, because this is not the type of game I would ever really play on my own devices, and I was having a hard time with it, and I'm having less of a hard time with it now that I'm kind of used to playing it what it is. It's a very good game, although not a game for me, I don't think. So once that wraps and I get to have a day in my week where I am not necessarily busy with another like real life task, I would love to find a Dark Souls one day so we can play that over the course of a couple weeks. Yeah. No, I think I would really enjoy doing that. I don't think I would do that on air because y'all are stream monsters. I know what you're like.
Yeah,
I don't need that in my life.
Do not like go on Twitch with Dark Souls. Just keep it like in community or just with friends.
No, it's just for me. It's just for me. Nobody can invade me in Lost Kingdoms, so it's fine. But on that note, let's go wrap for the day. We're going to go raid Jazina Plays, who is, because we were talking earlier this stream about Black Twitch UK, fellow member of Black Twitch UK, currently playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is a cracking game with a cracking superhero, so we're going to pass over to them. I have been your androgynous AI game show host from the Future Caster.
And I have been your amazing agender avian co-host, Rafi the Owl.
And our special guest has been...
Tank Fly Boss Walk Jam Nitty Gritty, the boy from the big bad city. Ruben, hello.
And we will see you all. Well, you'll catch me probably 1 p.m. UK time on Saturday for some miniature painting. Don't know what we're paying. We'll fucking find out, will we? All right, see you then. Bye.